There we go.
Yeah, we'll just call you Seals. I love Seals. Seals are so cute. I love it when they like pap their sides.
I respect the commitment, honestly.
Yeah. Hey, Chroma.
You definitely seem to like seals.
Yep. How did it become your favorite animal? They're just dorky.
Is
They're
your
dorky
profile
animals.
picture committed as well? Are those seals? I don't see any seals in your profile picture, honestly.
Hey,
There's
Ren's
water.
wife. There is water.
Water could be related to seals in some way. Chroma, when Rin's wife.
Hello. We are going to be talking about color today.
Yes.
Color's going to be super fun.
Did you have your dessert drink that you ordered?
I don't have it with me.
You should probably get it. 'Cause
I will
it's
get
gonna be
it.
Totally melted by the end. You
Yes.
want me to bring it?
Sure, if you want me to.
Right. You want water?
Just my favorite things. Oh, no, just my favorite thing. Gotcha. Hey, Screet Gamer. Guess who's first? You are. Hazekai, hello, and Lee, hey. Hey, Fico Riggs. Thank you. Guys, I got a drink today. I got a dessert drink. It is a caramel latte float. It's actually pretty good. Hey, little bunny. Let's see. I wanted to make this churro, so I'm going to just start with stuff. How's everyone doing today? On this lovely, lovely Wednesday. It's already Wednesday, chat. Well, it's almost the end of February. And guess what, chat? We have our pretty long stream actually coming up in 2 days, the 27th, this Friday. Looking forward to that because we're going to have our little, our big Valentine's show. That's going to be fun. Thank you. Good. Hello. Awesome. Getting my anime heads in the mail Saturday. Nice. I'm so excited. Yes, we do have anime reference models like this. So if you've always like struggled with drawing heads or even lighting them or like trying to understand the proportions, we have head models. We made these ourselves and we hand drawn the lines and the hand and the facial features and stuff. Okay. No problem. I'll hold the fort. And you can actually get these on TikTok Shop. I actually use these a lot. Let me see here. This one I used for illustrations like this. Yeah. And it's not loading. There it is. Stuff like this. I just light. And I already have my lighting information. I don't have to figure out shadows anymore. Yeah, exactly. We made these for references for people who want to learn how to draw. And so it's super useful. We even use it a lot. So yeah, Shattuck Paradox just got ordered heads and we mailed them out. And so she's getting hers soon. Excited to share my Valentine post? I'm excited too. I'm excited to see everyone's Valentine post. So while we're waiting, we're going to be talking about color today. So that's why I'm starting off with a bit of color instead of drawing. And I find that when you're painting and stuff, it really just, it's just drawing just with color instead and larger marks. And I'm just going to try to make this pretty in the meantime. I wonder why this is the product international. Right now, since this is only on TikTok Shop, I think it's only within the States. You can't, but well, hold up. I wish I could get it, but your shop is not available at the Philippines. Yeah, that kind of sucks, honestly. I will have to figure that out at some point. Wish it's in the Philippines. Yeah, I'm guessing there's a few people in the Philippines here. Brush looks juicy. Yeah, we have no cups. Yes, this brush you can actually get on our website, drawanime.com. It is also on our bio. This is for free. It's a Google Drive link, so just get it outside of TikTok and you'll be able to get it. It's a great brush. I use it for like almost everything. Use it for painting. I use it for line work.
All right.
Nice. Downloading it right now. Awesome. How long are you guys live for?
I don't know.
I don't know. As long as we feel like being live for.
Who's asking? Slayer AC.
Okay, there we got like a kind of a face. I'm gonna add a little mouth here. I actually really like painting heads this way. It makes things like a lot more graphical.
Oh, I got my hat.
Propeller.
How is everybody doing today, chat? That brush looks juicy. Definitely not the brush. It's Christina. It is a good brush.
It is a great brush.
But it's definitely not the brush that makes it look juicy.
It's the technical skill, I guess. And how you use it. You know, like using large brushes, smaller brushes, what strokes you use and stuff.
How is color theory going for you? Pretty good. I don't know.
Pretty good. Any questions on color theory, we're happy to answer as well, because it's a very big topic that a lot of people struggle with. And it just feels really confusing.
And we can also talk about how I come up with the colors to paint stuff like this.
Yeah.
And this. Mm-hmm. And this. We can definitely talk about that today a bit. How I come up with the color palettes. How I make sure that everything looks very consistent and juicy.
Juicy. Feels like making the colors feel good.
We can talk
like
about that.
Yep.
Talk about the logic behind choosing fun palettes and all that.
Mm-hmm. I can also kind of talk about like my process for coloring like skin like this and choosing what colors to choose and stuff as well. I need to add hair to this character in the meantime. Love the hat.
The colors always look muddy. I totally know what you mean.
I totally know what you mean too.
Muddy colors comes from not keeping a clear separation between your lights and your darks. That's it. Muddy colors are because of that. Muddy colors are values because mud is a value problem.
Yeah. Muddy colors equals muddy values.
Like if I chose a bunch of colors, where the heck? Okay, so this I don't want. This, I guess I'll just keep this. Muddy colors. If I chose a color and I changed the color to green, and then I changed the color to pink, and then I changed the color to like an orangish, and I turn this all in black and white, this isn't very muddy. And the reason is because all of the colors are the exact same value. And so if I had something here, let's just say we came down here and made a shape, I don't know, a triangle or something. Right? And then we started changing the colors up, and I put some orange in there, and I put some purple in there, and I put some blue in there. These colors still aren't muddy. Why? Because there's a clear separation of my lights and my darks. Now, if I started coming in here and I started going, there's that, there's
breaking
that.
those shapes.
If I started breaking my value structure, that's when colors get muddy. And color is actually not really a big part of that. Like it's the value structure. And
it's
so
a clarity.
If I make a triangle and I start messing up this triangle with other valued colors, that's when my colors are going to start to get muddy.
Yeah. Can I draw you both of you guys with my art style? Absolutely.
And that's like the issue that people have is because they don't separate. Number one, like they don't separate their lights and their darks. And then people who do separate them, a lot of the time as they render and as they detail, the separation of the lights and the darks will be changed. They lose that separation.
Like for me, if I'm coloring hair or skin or whatever, I'm always thinking, what's my light, what's my dark? Because right now, if I'm like rendering the hair, it's all light. There's no like definition of form. There's no like, okay, what side of the hair am I looking at? And so that is where you can describe it with shadow tones. And so like, okay, I'm going to take a slightly darker tone for blonde hair, for example, and I'm going to plant it, and I'm going to make the color warmer just to give it some contrast. And then once I mark out these shapes, things start looking more clear. Now I can see this is the front, this is the back. But like if you don't know what you're coloring and you're just like, I feel like I'm supposed to do this and this and making everything like really muddy, then that's when the colors don't work anymore. Let me see.
I thought muddy colors was about colors not looking colorful enough and ugly. I've never heard of it that way. Maybe someone has said it that way before, but generally when someone says a painting is muddy, that's exactly what it is. It's value issues. Because the color doesn't matter. If the values work, the colors don't really matter that much. Like you can have dull colors, but like no muddy colors.
Wow, look at all that simultaneous
Turn
contrast.
it black and white. We have our value group A and our value group B, and they are still They are still separated. Turn it to color. We've got all kinds of different colors going on in here, right? Now, the crazy thing is if I added red, that would mess up my value group. Why? Because red is kind of dark. And so you can see this big, you know, big C right here. So if I wanted to make a red that was a very similar value to this, I would have to add white to it. And now I could do that.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mess up my value group. You can see it, but it doesn't read as an entirely separate value group.
I tried to take your manga art course and pay for it. It says my funding is not sufficient when I had $500. You know why? Our anime art school.
Did you apply the coupon?
Yeah, did you apply the coupon?
Muddy is it doesn't read properly. Yeah, exactly. So like, you'll notice on, say, for example, this piece. What's that? I do want to respond to Creative Prodigy. No, you didn't use the coupon. Make sure you apply the coupon code at checkout. Love, LOVE. It'll give you $100 off. And also, there's a cat tail in my mouth. Scuto, puppy, scuto. Okay, never mind. She just turned around instead. So let me know if that works. But anyways, you'll notice that with this painting that I can no longer see. Let me go up here. Right, you'll see that like this is my wall in the light. This is my wall in the shadow. If I come down here, my wall in the light and in the shadow, like I'm keeping those groups, right? So I've got wood in the light, wood in the shadow, wall in the light, wall in the shadow. And I'm keeping those distinctly separated, and I'm keeping them consistent with my lighting information. Now she's licking her butthole on my tablet. Puppy?
So wait, 100 as in free if you use a code? No, it's not free. It's $100 off. So it's 20% off with the code LOVE, LOVE.
And so like muddy, when someone says something is muddy, it's losing that read. It's difficult to like see the thing, right? So if we go back to this, when something is muddy, we start messing up our values. So our darks are getting into our lights are getting into our darks, and we lose the plot. We lose the plot of the painting or the artwork. So you'll even see on Christina's piece, the plot is still there. She has two distinct value groups for the hair. They're very close together, but they're separated.
It didn't change on TikTok.
Hair in the light, hair in the dark. Why didn't it change on TikTok?
I don't know. There we go. Okay, Poppy, now you're in the
There it goes.
So yes, very limited value range, but you can still see what's happening. Like you can see that there's a lit side and a dark side. And if I turn this into black and white, which I can try like this.
Is that why it didn't work? I'm not sure why it didn't work. It could be an issue with the payment. Is it more than $500? No.
No, it's not more than.
Anime Art School at full price is $497.
Yeah.
Anime Art School on discount using the code LOVE is $397.
Yeah.
Got over half of your homework done for the live class. That is great,
awesome.
Dahlia.
Good job, Dahlia. Okay, so a Creative Prodigy, if you're having problems, how about you DM us and just show us what's wrong, you know?
You can DM me on Discord and let me know what you're seeing.
Yeah, because that will probably clear things up a lot.
Would you say color picking positively or negatively affects understanding of values? What do you mean by color picking? Do you mean like directly like sampling from a reference that you're trying to copy? How would you hold your hand when you're sketching basic ICS strokes? Just however you normally hold it.
Yeah, just normally.
From a reference, yeah. I wouldn't. It just doesn't teach you as much. It's like, you can absolutely color pick if you have, number one, the rights to using it. But if you're doing it for study purposes, I really wouldn't color pick.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Because, like, color picking, I would only color pick if I just really had okay, so this is what I would do. If this was like an image and I wanted to sample the color, or if I wanted to find what color it is, I would try to find it manually. And so what I would do is I'll be like, okay, skin tone. What color, what hue is it? So this is part of like the color part. Like hue, saturation.
Helicopter.
Yeah. And value. What hue is it? Does it feel orange? Does it feel yellow? What family is it? This feels like, oh, oops. I got so distracted. I I will look at this color and I'll be like, okay, this feels to me like an orange, like lighter orange. It's in the light category, meaning it's low. It's like a light gray if I were to turn it black and white. And saturation is very low saturation, and it's mixed with white. So I will make my first best guess by pulling this color wheel, and I will guess that, okay, well, maybe it's not gonna be this red. That's too red. It's not gonna be this yellow, but maybe somewhere in the middle. And I'm gonna make my first best guess.
And it looks pretty light, pretty desaturated.
Yeah. So I will guess that it's gonna be here. And then what I'll do is I'll plant it
Now,
right up there.
Okay, there we go. A little bit dark.
A little bit
Tiny
dark.
bit.
Tiny
and
bit.
a little bit saturated.
Yeah. A little bit too saturated. So let's move it again.
Pretty
Okay.
much good. But
Pretty
it's
much
like
good.
a little bit too yellow. It feels
Yep.
a little bit pinker.
Mm-hmm.
And then you
just
take like multiple
There we
guesses.
go.
That will
Almost nearly
when
there.
we were taking an oil painting class with Robert
go.
Lemler, this is exactly the process that he used. He would look at something, he would take a guess at it, and then he would go, does this need to go lighter or darker? Does it need to go more saturated or less saturated? Or does it need to go cooler or warmer? And then you take your second guess, and usually your second guess will be way closer than your first.
Yeah, because you already have a starting point.
Yeah. However, if I'm painting an environment like this, after I get my colors in, so let's just say, after I get these in, like this is my initial painting sketch. After I get that in, I'm usually starting by color sampling something. Of course, you can't do this traditionally. And then I'll go up here and go, oh, maybe I want a little bit more this way or a little bit more that way. Like I may come up to this, color sample it and go, oh, I want it a little bit less green. I want a little bit more yellow. And so maybe I'll push that over to yellow. And do that. Right? And so after I get these colors in, but I literally will start a painting, like my painting that I start, like this is the start, right? Like I'm literally just throwing down a couple of really rough colors. Poppy is watching the mouse on my screen.
I always, you guys teach backgrounds too in the lessons. I really need help with that too. Yes. Colton teaches the backgrounds and stuff.
Yeah, I teach a lot of background stuff, a lot of color stuff. We do still lifes. We do. She's watching chat now.
Yeah,
you see her. She's right
You
here.
can actually see her right there.
She's literally watching chat. Look, there's her head. Oh, there's my mouse. Oh.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Oh, there she is. Kitty. Hey,
Wait, what? Look.
there she goes.
Anyways, I'm distracted now.
Yeah.
Table's fake, by the way. Sorry, guys.
I love this art style, but what can I do for a job if I am to master this genre? You learn the fundamentals. Learning the fundamentals will help you be very versatile.
I mean, there's lots of art. There's lots of people out there who need artwork made. People make video games. People make books. People need book covers. All kinds of stuff. I mean, I'm not particularly going to teach how to find a job because that's probably 5,000 or 6,000 hours of practice away.
Yeah.
But if you're getting to the level where you're like a professional, I will 100% give you advice on finding jobs and stuff. But honestly, there's like no one way. But there are a lot of people who need artwork done.
Yeah. Is there a way to tell what value range should we use?
That is up to you. That gets into the idea of like keying your image.
What key is your image? Is it a high key, low key,
So
mid key?
high key is like mostly lights, a little bit of darks.
Yeah, like this is pretty
Mid
high
key
key.
is like mostly in the gray range. Yes, like this is very high key. So for example, keying an image. Let me turn Poppy. You're kind of directly on my iPad or my tablet. Yeah, that's a really, really good question, by the way.
It is a very good question.
This is kind of like a mid key, right? A lot of mid range in this piece. High, mid, mostly mid.
Mid?
This piece, very low key. So mostly darks, a little tiny bit of lights, right? Same with this one. Turn it black and white, mostly low key.
Is there a way to tell when to use high key, low key, and mid key?
That's up to you. What mood do you want? Like, I wanted this to be bright and cheerful. So lots of bright colors, lots of saturated colors, right? That's when you go, what emotion do I want to evoke? It's cheerful, saturated, bright colors. Like this piece, for example. This does not feel like a cheerful piece. It's dark, lots of reds, lots of orange and reds and silhouetting low value range. This piece obviously isn't done, but you can tell at this stage, it's like, this is not a happy place.
No, it is hell on earth.
Yeah. You know, this is low key. It's like mysterious, dark, not much activity going on.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you know. It's literally your decision.
Yep. Okay. Poppy, you're gonna have to leave again. Sorry. Come on. Out. You're so silly.
Have you guys gone over rendering the Northern Lights before? I actually have.
You have?
No, not on stream, but I've rendered Northern Lights before.
It's kind of like just like a ribbon in a way, like with a bunch of haze on it.
Well, there's different
kinds
of Northern Lights. Poppy, how is it that you're so much less annoying than Applejack when you're here? Applejack's just like,
because she wants to love.
I own this place.
I'm imagining like a Northern Lights would just be like a bunch of like you can design a strip.
The tail, yes.
You can design a strip like this, and it's a ribbon. But like, notice that with some Northern Lights, it may be brighter or dimmer than others. But there's like streaks. So there's like, what colors would you see that in a Northern Lights? Like maybe some greens, some blues, some pinks.
Dude, did you mix any blue in your skin tone color? There isn't. I mean, you would add blue to it to desaturate it.
Yeah.
Or to cool it down. So, yes, but
not always. I don't even think I used any blue in this.
Yeah, like...
Now, okay. This is where you could use some blue. Well, let me see here.
It's a difficult question to answer because it's more of like a thinking thing, right?
Yeah.
Think about if I choose like an orange, right? Here's an orange. If I add blue to this, I'm just going to pull it towards gray. I've just added blue. But I didn't actually add blue. I just pulled it towards blue because remember, like orange and blue are on opposite sides. And when you add a complement to another color, it pulls it towards the middle, right? Because if you mix the complementary colors together, you mix gray.
Yeah.
So if I pull this orange towards gray, that is adding blue.
Actually, you can see that when you add that dark gray, it looks very blue.
Yeah. And what ends up happening is you get something kind of like this. And then you come out the other side.
Whoa.
Into blue. So like if you're painting traditionally, this is what you tend to get. So this color right here, if I color sample it, it's not blue, but I did add blue to this color. It just didn't turn the color blue. If you paint traditionally, if in oils or acrylic or watercolor or whatever, this is like a really, really common thought process. This is how you neutralize colors. You add the complement. So you add the color on the opposite side of the color wheel to neutralize. You would take like cad orange,
which is a very vibrant orange. It's a very warm.
Yeah, I mean it's like really vibrant, and you would add like ultramarine blue, ultra blue.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a cool.
And
like,
they would cancel each other out. So you actually have a full range of warm and cools from two colors. Which allows you to paint an entire image with an entire range of color temperature from two colors. And you would probably want white as well.
Yeah.
Because you want to be able to raise that value.
Well, like in a way, I kind of think about it like this as well. Like for this piece, I will think about her base colors, like without affecting blue, without it being affected by the environment at all. And then to make it feel like it's more encompassed around blue, I just add that kind of bluish tone to it. Like a blanket color. I did that same thing with this here. Started with that and ended with this.
Yeah. Connor says, because I've just graduated from uni with a bachelor in art and in animation and can't find work anywhere. Getting hired as an artist is much more about the quality of portfolio than having a degree. So if you're applying to a bunch of different places and you're not getting and you're not hearing back, they're either not hiring or the work just might not be at the level. Art is really competitive, and you actually have to be at a pretty high level in a lot of places. That's all I can really say without seeing the portfolio.
Yeah.
I would say do this. I'll give you more helpful advice than that. Find people, maybe 5 to 10 people who are currently working professionally in the industry you want to go into. Check the credits of a movie, check the credits of video games, write down the names of people who worked on those in the position that you want to get into. Look them up, find them on LinkedIn, find them on Facebook, find their Instagrams, direct message them, email them, look at their work, research their work, go, hey, I'm a big fan of your work. I particularly liked your work on XYZ project. It's my dream to work on something like that. I really respect your art. How did you get to where you are? Do you think my current portfolio, this is my artwork, this is my portfolio. Am I at the level where I can get hired? Do you have any advice on my portfolio? That's what I did, and I heard back from almost everybody. I sent messages to almost everybody on the concept team for Bethesda that worked on Fallout 4, and like 5 out of 6 of them got back to me. They gave me really, really helpful advice. They were just like, yeah, your work's probably not quite there yet. They're like, yeah, you have pretty solid work, but it's not quite there yet. This is back in like 2017
I feel like you're there now.
Do that. You will get really, really good feedback on the state of the industry. If you can, look into events, expos, cons, Comic-Con, stuff like that. Go talk to people. Find people who are currently employed in the workforce doing what you want to do. Talk to them. Ask them questions. Start a conversation. That's the best way, like, in my opinion. It's so good.
Yeah.
Watched our live for 400 minutes.
Oh, nice.
That's crazy.
How does that apply to other colors than orange and blue? Like the transitioning? Like mixing the colors through?
Huh? What?
Like, how would you do that? What you just did earlier with cat orange and ultramarine blue to other colors?
Pick a palette and color for... Wait, where was that question?
On YouTube.
How does that apply to other colors other than orange and blue? I mean, like green and red.
Green and red, like
purple and yellow.
Yeah.
It's colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel. Where do I have a little? Yeah.
You do have a little color wheel, yep.
Colors that are opposite each other are complements.
So red violet is opposite of yellow green, and they would, I think, probably travel through gray.
You add a complement, right? Complementary means to complete, and so when you mix them together, they mix to gray.
Yep.
And that's how you neutralize colors
So
in like traditional painting.
Yeah.
So what I did was, the blue and orange. You would take like cad orange and ultramarine blue, or something similar to that, and you'd mix them together to neutralize. So if you wanted something more gray.
It's interesting. I want to try.
Is that like what you had in mind for the question?
Look at that. It's towards gray. That's crazy. Here's like pure blue. As I mix it into the orange gradually, by adding a bit more blue, you get this gray tone. It gets more and more gray.
Can you simply explain what color to choose the tone and the hue? It's impossible to simply explain it because there's too many different lighting situations.
Yeah.
Like a leaf will be a different color if it's nighttime. A leaf will be a different color if it is an overcast day versus a sunny day. A leaf would be a different color if you're shining an orange flashlight on it. It's too contextual to the situation and the scene.
Yeah. Like a bright sunny day for a leaf, you'd probably get like
pretty saturated,
vibrant green.
And is the leaf in the shadow?
Or in the
is
light?
The leaf in the light? Exactly.
So like if there was like a lot of sun shining through it, it'd probably look like this. A lot of subsurface scattering, like that.
Yeah, there's
if
sun
it was
shining through it or whatever.
Now if it was overcast where there's not much light coming through, like intense light, maybe it's a lot darker and more saturated. Usually overcast days shows the true color of things, and you won't really see this intense brightness.
Yeah, like really diffused lighting will give you very much kind of truer colors. Like the local color of the leaf will be shown more clearly on a day with like diffused neutral lighting, like an overcast day or something.
And these are like principles. So like diffused lighting, if you look at like overcast days, they will have more true colors. Local colors are more present.
Yeah, been 5 months jobless, so really struggling to stick to my field of work. Yeah, I would 100% just start shooting out emails. I mean, if you're hopefully you have a lot of time on your hands, because like honestly, in my opinion, you should be sending out emails, which is free, by the way. Make a LinkedIn, message people who are doing what you want to do.
And like we're not in the animation industry, so it's like really hard, but most of the time, like it's almost always portfolio based.
I'm not an animator, so I can't really say. And I know the animation industry is different than like the industry that I'm used to. So I would literally just go to the source, which is like, who is working professionally right now? Email a lot of them. I'm contemplating pursuing an art degree. Under what circumstances should I and should I not pursue? Well, it's a good question because it shows that you understand that there's probably nuance to it. Most people will go, do I or do I not? But it's so contextual. I mean, if you're working in a foreign country and that country wants you to have a degree, that's a pretty good reason.
Yeah.
If it's a school, like art is so portfolio based. And again, I'm not familiar with all the different industries, but it's almost all very portfolio based.
Yeah.
It's very portfolio based. So if the school will give you a great portfolio, like some people, their families have a bunch of money and they're like, we want you to go to college, and you go, hey, can I go to an art school? And they go, sure, we'll pay for it. In which case, why not? Right?
Yeah, why not?
Other people are like, I don't want to get into a bunch of debt, or
I don't have the time to do this.
Yeah.
Or like my lifestyle's just different.
I would think about that. Like for me, like I basically can't physically keep myself in a school like paying attention. I get too distracted. That's the reason that I dropped out of art college. I went to a trade school. I finished the whole thing. It was super fun. I went to a college afterwards. I dropped out after 3 terms. I literally was just like, I cannot see myself doing these classes that are not related to art. I physically can't get myself to do them.
Just gonna do a few different skin tones.
Yeah, that, or I'm thinking changing to like background artist or storyboard artist instead of animation. I would message background artists and storyboard artists. I would message everybody. It's free to send an email. Just ask everybody what they think. Ask for a critique. Say, hey, I'm thinking about switching over to being a background artist. What do you think? Like, just shoot out a bunch of messages, add people, talk to people, get like information.
There you go.
How to know which color of leaves we'll put in nighttime. I'm kind of generic with my nighttime shots. I make stuff blue. Some people go a little bit like towards a greenish blue. Some people go a little bit more towards like a purplish blue for nighttime. It really just depends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally get you, Connor. I mean, it is what it is, you know. It'd be pretty pointless going through all that and then end up not talking to anybody and listening to their experiences on it. I would, like, most people will respond. Like, a lot of people respond to emails, comments. But you make a good thought out email. Like, research their art, research the projects they've worked on. Be specific. Like, oh, I liked your work on XYZ, particularly this piece. That sort of thing. Like, do you have advice? I'm thinking about doing this. This is a link to my portfolio. You know, I'm happy to hear back. You could even, like, what I would even do if I really wanted to maximize my chances is I'd set aside like $500 and I would just offer to pay people. I'm just like, hey, I'll pay you, you know, whatever. Message 5 people and have some money set aside to pay them for their time. Just be like, I'll pay you $100 for an hour of your time. Like, I don't know, I'd get like a job or something. Like, if you want to absolutely maximize it, because people will be able to tell if you're serious or not based on whether you respect their time. Most of them will say, no, you don't need to pay me, but you should be willing to.
Yeah.
Or if you want to go the freemium route, just shoot out a bunch of emails. You either, you know, put in money with your time, or put in value with your time or your money, or both. If you have no money, I would spend a bit of that time researching them, looking at their art, stuff like that. Caution with my advice, by the way. It works very well. If you send out 20 emails, you will probably hear back from 15 of them, right? I have to give you a warning. It will work very well.
I go to art high school, but you do every type of art, even the ones you don't like.
Huh? Oh, you mean in art high school you do every type of art? Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. Would a brush that mixes colors would be good for coloring or no? I don't know. I tend, if you want, you can try it, see if it works. I tend to just have a brush that has like opacity. So like, what is this? Okay. So like if I were to just take this brush and just like color, I can like kind of mix if I press a little bit lighter. So like, let's say if I have this right here, this is my base color. And if I want to blend a color like this, I'll just press lighter. I'll press lighter and harder depending on how much of the tone I want mixed in with the base tone. That's what I use. It's easier for me personally.
We'll give it a go. I would say my portfolio isn't amazing as I'm my own worst hater. Yeah, and like there's honestly a good chance you'll hear back from a bunch of them and they're just going to be like, your work's just not quite there yet. But that's something that can be fixed, right? Like, at least then you'll have an idea, like, why am I not hearing back from places? You'll just get so much insight. And tell them to be just
brutally
completely honest. Like, be totally honest. Like, I really need a job and I need to know where I'm at. Honesty would be the best thing.
Yeah.
Creative Prodigy, can you DM us? I don't know if you did. DM me on Discord. We'll see if we can get it figured out. I'm not exactly sure what the issue is.
I'll talk a little bit about skin tone and how to choose colors and stuff. For me, I kind of go through like a very simple process. I will think, what's my base color for my skin tone? Is it light, medium, or dark? And then I'll think about the temperature. Is it a warm or cool, right? Most of these are pretty warm. You got like this kind of almost orangish, like light orangish tone right here. This one's also pretty warm, pretty orangish. And then this one's just also pretty orangish, but like it's darker in color. I tend to go more on the saturated side because that's more lively, unless it's like a vampire. And so when I choose my shadow colors, I will think warm and cool. Now, I'm just saying like this is one way that you can think about your highlights and your shadows and stuff. There's no the way because it's you can
again the colors are going to be less important than the shapes.
Yep.
The colors are less important than the shapes you use. Color is not the base of the pyramid. It is not the thing that everything stands on, all right? So a lot of people will think they have a color issue when in reality, it's actually a shape issue, right?
Yeah.
So what affects shapes? The three-dimensional form, the lighting. Like if this head was lit from a different angle, you would see different shapes. And then those shapes you could essentially fill in with any color you want. And it would still look fine. Like color is just not that important. It matters some, but not really a lot.
It's more about the relationship. Right?
Yes.
If I want this to be in this dark blue room, I'm going to have to take this blue and go like this. Well, not like that literally, but let me do multiply because it's easier to see it. I would have to actually affect the color. And this, what would happen is this color would dim it down because, I mean, unless this was like really bright, you would have to make an argument for it. But if I want this person in this dark room, this blue would have to be on top of this color. And so what I would do, it would darken it, it would desaturate it, but you can still see the relationships of the skin tone and the shadows clearly. So that hasn't changed. It's just, you've just shifted the colors. You shifted the original base, but the relationship is still there. But like for me, when I do like skin tones, I'm usually thinking in terms of like a neutral lighting scenario. So like white light with a not intense background. Kind of just neutral, right? So what I will do in this case is I will look at my base color for reference. What relationship do I want with the light and the shadow? This is light. my shadow will obviously be darker, but if I want this to be vibrant, I'm not going to just go straight down like this. And I'm not on the right layer. Because skin doesn't get really desaturated like this unless there's a reason for it. Especially if it's like in sunlight, for example. You could definitely do this. It's just not going to look as pretty as you want it. So for me, I go a little bit more saturated, and then I also change my hue. So notice that this tone is basically this color in its full saturation. And if I move it to this color, this has moved to more of a reddish tone.
Yeah.
It's
and
just
by the way,
relationships.
The material of the object really affects this. So like skin is going to be rendered and you're going to get a lot of influence from subsurface scattering.
Yeah.
So skin looks dull when you don't account for subsurface scattering. It tends to look like dead.
Yep.
And that's because real skin, like light goes through it.
It has
and
blood too.
Yeah, it has blood. It has
life
inside of it. You don't have to go towards red or orange. You know, the blood could be green, the blood could be blue, but that's why skin tends to look dead, is because of the lack of subsurface scattering.
And look, when people say, man, you look pale, you look desaturated. So that's why you like pinch
Yeah.
your cheeks
Like,
to like make your skin redder. right?
If the blood rushes out of your head and people think you look pale, it's because there is not as much blood in your head, and so it's making you look desaturated and pale, and like you're gonna pass out. That's like a real thing.
like, yeah, like I'll notice sometimes my lips will get like kind of just not as red. And I'm like, that's weird. And it's because, blood loss, you know.
You need to drink more Red 40.
Muddy can also, I mean, like, I think when people say,
That's funny.
I think when people are like, man, my colors just don't look as vibrant, it's because they're not pushing certain things enough. They don't understand the material enough. So, like, for instance, this color right here, I have chosen a more saturated shadow because of how skin likes to be. They like to be more saturated in the shadows. And this actually give more context to, like, the material, right? And most of the time when it comes to skin, I wouldn't worry too much about where highlights should go. How should I do highlights, or how should I do X, Y, Z? Because most of the time, skin is pretty matte. Like, look at my skin. Look at his skin. We have oily spots, which will have highlights, but I mean, it depends on the lighting scenarios, of course. But like, you won't see a white streak.
I got a tinkle. Mr.
Okay.
Mr. White Boy asked a question. I'm gonna answer that when I get back, because I used to have that question and it literally confused me so much. When shading, should the color picker head right, diagonal, or down? I so know what you mean. I was so confused about this, but I'm about to pop.
Okay. So you can see that this color right here, it doesn't matter the color. It matters, what does the value look like? Is the value correct? I see this. This is what I actually see. I don't see the color, I see this. We want to transform your vision from color, specific colors, to values. And if your values are correct and you can actually visibly see, you know, the image, it really doesn't matter what specific color you use. Brushes, you can get this brush on our website right here, on our bio. It's green. So like, I've went more saturated. I've also made sure that my hue is not within this area, but moved a little bit closer to a different hue. Now, can I make the shadow color a little bit different by making it more orangish? Yeah, I could, and it would work. For me, personally, it may not be like my favorite color combination, but like, that's more dependent on you as as an artist. That can totally work either way. You can make an argument for it. Maybe they're hit by like, or surrounding them is like a yellowish background, and the yellowish background is leaching into and filling the shadow color. So, that can work as well. And the same thing here.
I'm so sorry, chat. I shaved my facial hair last night. I know it looks so cool to have a goatee, but I hate having facial hair. It's like,
and it's stinky.
It's stinky. It's crusty. I wash it, and I get food stuck in it. I just have to have baby face.
I love baby face.
Maybe I'll give it another go sometime.
For me, it's more apparent to see the highlights on darker skin than it is with lighter skin, unless like the person is very oily.
Okay.
No, the orange beard. I know.
Can I show you guys a drawing I just finished? Sure, you can post it in I don't know, art share, one of the art shares, or Maybe art share one if you want in the Discord server. I'll look at it. I can't promise you I'll do a critique on it, but I'll check it out. I'm feeling like looking at something.
Okay. So with highlights, I will not for unless this is oily, you will not see a really harsh specular. You will see more of like a subtle specular. But even then, you don't want to like put highlights every single place. You know the white gel pens that people were like obsessed with for traditional art?
Yeah, the ones that
people would abuse. Yeah, people would abuse it. I would abuse. I used to abuse it. I used to be like, I'm
have
gonna.
One over there for watercolor stuff.
Like, these things right
Jelly
here.
roll pens.
Jelly roll pens. These are great for traditional artists. But like, I remember when I first saw it, I would abuse the heck out of it. I would literally add like so many highlights. I would add it here. I would add it here. I'd add it here, here, here. And it would just not feel like natural highlights anymore.
People yearn for more critique streams. I'm people. 100%.
We should try more critique streams, honestly.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so this question, I'm so sorry to say. All right, so the question was, when shading, should the color picker head right, diagonal, or down? Not sure if that made sense.
Made sense.
My answer is, as always, it depends. It is so incredibly contextual on what is your light source, what is the ambient light, is there ambient light? If you're shading the moon, the shadowed side is just black. Light, right? But obviously, not every object has a black shadow. The shadow and light side are determined by the local value or the local color of the object. Is it green? Is it blue? Is it red? Is it gray? Whatever. It's determined by the material of the object. Is it jelly? Is it stone? Is it wood? Is it cloud? And then the light and then the shadowed side is completely dependent on what is around it. I did a little cloud demo recently, and I'm telling you, it is so depends on the context of the environment. It requires an understanding of, what the heck is it? Oh, here it is. It so depends on the context of the environment. So this is a little cloud demo that I did recently. I rendered the entire cloud with two values, right? Two values. We have the lit and we have the shadow side. This line, there is no value change, but there's a color change. Warm
and cool.
Why is it warm on the bottom? Because the sun is hitting the ground and the ground is bouncing up warm light. Why is this side cool? Because the sky is lighting the shadowed side. Why is this warm light? Because the sun is a warm light coming down here. If this was a marshmallow, it would not be rendered this way. If this was, because clouds allow a lot of light through them. It's water vapor. They allow a lot of light through them. Should I turn
People
this?
will,
should I skip this song?
No, I like this song.
You do?
Well, you could just turn it a little bit softer if you want, if it distracts
I need it
you.
down.
Sure, go ahead. Some people will render clouds as if they're like completely solid.
Exactly.
But like you have to understand the elements.
If this was an orange sky, it would not look like this. I wonder if I can just like do like a quick orange sky patch job on this.
Actually, if you want to change the song, if it's distracting you, you can.
It should be fine.
Okay.
So first off, I'm just going to match my value. I'm going to go orange, and I'm going to literally match my value of the blue sky in the background.
By the way, if you want to learn how to do this, Colton teaches the rendering.
Don't look right anymore, does it?
No, it doesn't. Colton teaches the perspective and backgrounds and painting classes in our anime art school.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a way to do this. Ooh.
It would look more like this.
Look at that.
Do this.
It's actually really cool. Looks like an underpainting from the blue underneath.
Yeah, it kind of does, right?
I like it.
And then we can just go, there wouldn't be any blue. This is a stupid way to do this, but, right? My cloud wouldn't look like that. It would look probably more like, this. Why? Because now the sky is lighting the shadow side of the cloud, and this is going to be orange instead. And so now the light is like actually cooler than the shadowed side. Now this is a, horrible little patch job here, but
I mean, it still feels convincing enough,
Yeah, and so then maybe I could go, oh, well, what if it's like lighter down there? So here's my cloud. And so this is my cloud information, right? Lit side of the box, shadowed side of the box, bottom side of the box. I could also make that kind of like warm, you know? But I'll make it like not as warm. I'll make it like more of like a yellow or whatever. Bottom side of the box. That's how I would render a cloud. Like if this is a sunset cloud. Like, so which way do the values go? Well, obviously the lit side and the shadowed side, like the lit side is going to be lighter in value than the shadowed side, right? Which is value, up and down, black, white. But to the extent, it depends. It really depends, right? Because clouds let a lot of light through. So the shadow side is not actually going to be that far from the lit side. If I turn this black and white, you'll actually see the shadow side of the cloud is still brighter than the sky. Right?
So
and it's because clouds are light. If this was a floating cube in the sky that does not let light through it, first I would draw my cube, which is really important.
Understand the form.
And if this was, say, this light, it's like a white cube, right? White is very light. It receives a lot of bounce light. So here's my white cube, but this doesn't let any light through. So what am I gonna get? Well, I probably come down more. I'd probably end up getting something like that.
You get much darker shadows because
Yeah.
it's solid.
And
You
then
wanna,
I'd
like,
probably
knock on
end
it.
up getting something like that. So like there's a cube that's not a cloud. Why? Because there's no light being transmitted through it. That's probably what I would start with.
So blending of a cloud and sunset, then should I use more of an orange than blue?
If the sky is orange.
Yep, if the sky is orange and it has a lot of orange influence, use more orange.
It's not about what color, like what is it orange, is it blue, is it green? It's about like what's behind it and it's influencing it.
Yeah.
What's around it, it's influencing it. If the sky was green, this would all be green in here.
Okay, I'm gonna give a food analogy. White or things that are like in, like clouds for example, is like tofu. Okay, if you put tofu in something that's very spiced, you're not gonna get something bland. You're not gonna get something sweet. You're going to get something that's spicy, like surroundings. Okay, that's kind of like this concept.
Would this be the proper term? Transmits light,
Yeah.
right? Like it goes in and it goes through and comes out. And it glows. Like clouds have a very small value range because so much light penetrates through them. If we had a cube floating in the sky, it would just, you know, probably like this. Like this is my floating cube that is not a cloud. It's just like a block of clay or something. This might actually just be like a little bit lighter. If you just lighten that a little bit, it feels not too bad.
I use IBIS Paint on my iPad. Is that a good app to draw on? If you think if you can use it well, yeah, totally fine. A lot of artists use it.
See?
Yeah.
There's that, and there's that. And now if I just rendered it the same way, and I went, okay, clouds are fluffy, so let me just kind of mess up some of these edges here and there. Messed up the edge. Messed up the edge. There, like that would be how I would paint a sunset cloud. And I could paint it with an alien world green sunset. Why? Because I'm just like, well, the cloud's influenced by green.
And you can
If
make the sky color any color you want.
Yeah, if the earth or if the ground was red underneath,
Ooh.
that would be the bottom of the cloud.
Yeah.
Like if this is all red sand or it's like some sort of a red object below, I would literally render the cloud like that. Why? Because the red, the light hits the ground, it bounces up, and I've kept my value range.
Look
mostly.
at that. Well, I
Should
think
make
the
it a little
red
bit
naturally
lighter.
darkens it.
Yeah, I'll just go red, and then I'll go like lighter.
Like also understanding like what colors can darken things. Like if you add a very saturated blue, it will darken the image.
There we go. If I had like a red ground underneath, I'd probably do that. See, and I check my values, and I go, I know I wanted two values for the clouds. I wanted a lit side, and I wanted a shadow side, and I wanted those to be pretty close. And I know I want both of them to be lighter than the background sky. Why? Because this shape is important.
What about circular shapes? How do you treat those? Like spheres?
Yeah, like a sphere. You would render it with a core shadow.
I love the sphere demos. You guys are awesome for real. I've been lurking for like 3 to 4 streams. Oh, thank you. Glad that you're
Foreshadow.
coming back. Yeah.
I like that.
I
You
think
could
about
render
this.
the whole sky out of spheres.
Sphere clouds.
Yeah. Jubbly clouds.
Jubbly clouds.
Right.
How do I add the circular things like the Columbus? I don't know what that is. Why is there a blue in between? It's because he was doing the original image was blue.
Yeah, I
like
just
a blue
repainted
sky.
it.
He just repainted.
And then we go, okay, this casts a shadow. We'll just have like a shadow on the cloud, or like a really soft shadow, maybe like.
Now some people ask, why is that shadow like that shape instead of just a plain old circle?
Because it's a sphere shadow cast on another sphere. It'll kind of stretch it like that.
Whoa, yummy.
Now this obviously gets a lot of influence. And I would just do that. And if this is red underneath, I would just get a little bit of red. So like there's, sphere clouds.
By the way,
you render it like a sphere. I teach all this in my class in anime art school.
We actually have a discount on it currently.
Like how to render spheres, how to render cylinders, cones, all that kind of stuff. I teach all this stuff in my painting class, like how to think about light and shadow and value grouping. I teach a lot of design as well, because painting is not good without design and planning your shapes and structure. So I teach all that, and I teach you how to do still lifes and how to think about graphical shapes and all that kind of stuff. It's really good. It's a good class.
It's the skills that a lot of professionals use, and if you use those concepts, your art will look professional. It will actually improve. It's not like I don't know, like it's not like a normie class, I should say.
It's a professional.
Professional class.
I mean, it is approachable for beginners.
Yes.
We built it for beginners, but it is not a beginner draw the owl class. It's like college. It's like proper what you would learn in like a design school, right? There we go. There's my lit side. Take my blue. I'm just coloring sampling from my last painting. Lit sphere.
Yep.
Core shadow. Zoop.
Soften it.
Soften it. And then I got a little bit of my bounce light from the ground underneath. There's my bubble cloud.
Yummy.
And we could just go.
We could turn into a hot air balloon.
That's what I was literally going to do.
What kind of exercise studies I can do to improve my color work?
Still lifes.
Still lifes.
Still lifes from direct observation. Can't beat them. But I would use a specific approach, honestly. Like,
it's very methodical. So you want to think, once again, like hue, saturation, value. What value is it? What hue is it? What's the surrounding area? How does that affect the shadows? Draw a cat face on it.
Cat face on it.
Look. Poppy's going to investigate.
Like that?
Oh, that's cute.
Or
We can
like-
add ears to it. Oh, that's cute too. The Applejack face. He's got like a curly mustache like snout. Hi, Poppy. How are you?
Like that sort of thing.
Yeah, they like that. Yeah, still lifes will greatly improve it.
Yeah. And then if I wanted to add a stripe on this, I'd choose a color. Like what do I want the stripe to be? Maybe like red or something?
Sure.
So maybe I'd just like select this sphere so I don't draw outside of it too much. And then I go, okay, what is the red in the sunlight? Nice, vibrant.
Ooh.
What is the red in the shadow? Add blue. It's going to get much more gray. Maybe a little bit cooler. There.
You have cooled down the orange.
I cooled it down a lot. How did I cool it down? I took this, I desaturated it, and I darkened it. And then I maybe pulled it a little bit more over into red. Because red is cooler than orange. And gray is cooler than red, because gray is a neutral. It's going to be cool next to warm colors and warm next to cool colors. So it's like, it's not what color is it, it's what is affecting the color and where is that affected, where is it being brought?
Mm-hmm. Notice how when he's coloring the orange strip, it's actually following the shadow of the sphere as well. So like, you don't want to forget like where's the shadow going.
Yeah, if I had a yellow light here, I'd just probably do something like, I don't know, I could use like a soft brush or something.
Ooh.
There's a yellow light. Right? Like, what is the light doing? It's lighting this.
Mm-hmm.
So it feels like a yellow light there. Right? If it were a green light, what, huh?
Got a spammer.
Oh.
have a question. Again, what color are your eyes? I'm drawing you guys. Colton's eyes is green. Mine's dark brown. Well, how about Terminator light? Do you have to change the hue of the Terminator to have a different look?
The Terminator? Well, the Terminator is there because that area on a sphere, you mean like the shadow, like the core of a sphere, right? Like you got the sphere. Where the heck? Come on. Like you got the sphere and then you have the Terminator and then you have the shaded side. You mean like this area here, right? The Terminator is dark like that because it's not pointing towards the ground. The ground is giving off bounce light and it's filling this area, and the light is lighting this area. And so the Terminator is actually pointing towards no bounce light, which is why it tends to be darker. So if there was something out here that was like orange, then the Terminator would have some orange bounce in it, probably.
So interesting.
It's just like, it's very, very logical. It's like, this is how computer engines can do that sort of thing.
The reflections. Light and shadow are kind of like reflections in a way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a matte surface is just a very, very dull, like, you know, reflections.
Mm-hmm. What's the best brush? What's the best brush when rendering? Any brush.
Any brush.
Any brush can work. Some brushes will have more texture than others. We tend to use a brush that doesn't have a crazy amount of texture and grit. That makes sense. We tend to use something that's pretty smooth and then use other textured brushes if we need it to for effect.
That was a sci-fi cloud.
Yeah. Shoto says, I sent the drawing to ArtShare 1. I know it isn't horrible, but I think the rendering is off. I don't know. So they just posted the artwork.
Yeah.
If you want to take a look at that.
Oh, okay. And then, guess what?
Ooh, cast a shadow.
Maybe I just do like that. Not that this would
Ooh.
happen, really, but like, there.
It's close.
Now they feel related to each other. The shadow gives you information on the location of the hot air balloon. They're like visually connected. If the shadow was in a different place, you would feel like the hot air balloon is somewhere else. It's the same principle that I always talk about where like I draw a cylinder. If the shadow of the cylinder is right here, it tells you it's right above that place on the ground. But what if I put the shadow of the cylinder right here? Well, now the cylinder's floating. It gives you information on where it is.
Do you guys upload the lessons or are these live exclusive? Yes, we upload them. They're on YouTube. Our YouTube is Draw Anime Academy as well.
What about like that?
Ooh.
Like it gives you information, right? You go, oh, the cylinder's probably like right about there. Right? Like this is directly below the cylinder. So these things give you information. Like they are storytelling devices. You go, where's the cylinder? I'll move the cylinder so there's not a tangent because there's probably gonna be someone who's just like, OMG tangent.
Tangent. Ah.
There we go. Right? You go, oh, cylinder's here. Light coming from that direction. I thought the balloon was behind the cloud. It could have been.
It could have been. But like he could have easily done that.
And there's where the cylinder is. Yep. Balloon easily behind the cloud.
No shadow there then.
There. Now we can go, maybe it's in front, maybe it's behind. Who knows? But yeah, that's how I would do that sort of thing. And you can see like same logic. I could do the same thing there. That's like one of the keys to doing like drawing from imagination is understanding how all these things relate together and also design. Because if you want it to look good, you have to design it to look good. And that would go into like shape language and design and that sort of thing. So it's all about perspective. I'm not sure what you mean.
You mean like where the shadow's placed?
So like whenever somebody asks like what color should the shadow be, impossible to answer in every situation because it's so incredibly contextual. It just doesn't.
So they were saying placing the shadows is all about perspective. Where to place shadows.
I mean, you need to be able to draw in perspective. Yeah, absolutely. You have to be able to draw in perspective in order to light things because lighting is like You can only light things if there's a 3-dimensional thing to light. Like, a sphere is a 3D object. When you hit that sphere with a light, it is like an interaction that's happening in 3D space, which is perspective. So perspective is kind of like an underlying requirement. Like, everybody who avoids perspective, it's literally locking everything after it. It's like learning the alphabet or like learning a language. It's like you can't do anything in that language. You can't make a bank account. You can't get a job. You can't write a book if you don't know the language. It's like perspective is like a visual language that allows everything behind it. Lighting, characters, objects, all that kind of stuff.
Yep. That is so true. But it's hard because it's like, I think perspective is one of those skills where it's easiest to tell that you're like, crap, I don't know what I'm doing with the world. Like, meaning like, I don't know how to show the world in my drawing. I don't understand that idea of space and stuff like that. And it is difficult. Did you want to look at Shoto's rendering thingy?
Oh.
It's an Artshare 1.
Artshare 1?
Yeah.
What did they say they were? Cherry?
I don't know who they were. Who are you on Discord?
I think they said Cherry.
Okay.
This is fun.
That is fun. I really like that style. Yes, I'm Cherry. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. Your faces are really nice. Are you trying to light it? Like, were they asking about rendering?
I believe they're asking about rendering.
Yeah.
But you can ask again if you want more clarity. If we need more clarity.
Yeah, what particularly were you asking about? I'm gonna make everybody mad, and we're gonna actually do a little critique, and people are gonna be like, what the heck? I want to do critique.
Well, I mean, like every now and then we can do it. It's for fun. We can do more critique streams later on.
Yeah, mostly the hair and the skin. So, rendering?
Rendering?
Like lighting and rendering? Is that what you're talking about? Because the drawing itself looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Which I think is like half the battle.
Rage bait chat. Christina would be better at this than I am.
Maybe I'll go look real quick. You want to switch just in case?
What? Oh, yeah.
Switch to your thing. So that's the drawing.
This is a drawing. Like, if I were to just do like a really quick thing, I would say, where's your light source? That's going to be first and foremost the most important thing. Where's your light source, and what color temperature is it? Is it a warm light? Is it a cool light? Right? And then, like,
yeah,
we can start separating our value groups, right? So if it's a hard light, we're going to get some hard shadows, right? It's like, okay, we might have a shadow in there. We might have a shadow in there. We might have a shadow being cast down from there. We may have a shadow on the cheek. We'll have a shadow, because like you have a little bit of a shadow underneath the chin right here, right? We may have a shadow underneath of the neck. The hair would definitely be casting like a shadow.
Be perfect for this,
right? Shadow here, like shadow here. So like if this were a harder light, then it would probably end up being like this, like something like that. You're gonna want to start to map out. See, like, I need to go in here.
Saturate it. Ooh.
Whatever. Maybe just do something like...
Understand the form. Draw the wireframe
Like
of the head. Find the head forms.
Exactly. This comes down to being able to draw in perspective and think about the lighting. Like, we've got head forms. Right? Whatever. I'll just do, like, a really rough thing.
Wireframe.
Right?
No,
and
we
then
did not
the
draw
light
that.
comes down. No, this is Shoto's work in the chat, right? Wireframe.
How does a nose pop out from the face?
Right. Which is exactly why we built, you know, these heads here. Available on TikTok Shop, by the way.
Yep. You can get these.
So you can think about like how
the face dips.
How the topology of the face works, right? Because that's going to determine your shadows. That's going to determine all of that kind of stuff. So again, doesn't have to be hard lighting, right? Hard light. Hard light. Let's make two different scenes, right? We'll go boop, and we'll go boop, and we'll just take like our cloud from before. We'll go boop. Let's go a little bit. Nah. Boop, boop. Hard light. Here's our light. Here's our light. Boop. All right. What does the shadow do with hard light? Kind of goes like this. You get crisper shadows. So this might be something like this. Soft light. If this is really soft lighting, like an overcast day, or you got like a really big light over here, what's going to happen is you're basically just going to get this. Boop. And you're going to get a shadow underneath. Let me just quickly, I'm not planning this very well, sorry. Okay.
We are only doing like a critique for this one.
Right? Boop. Boop. Soft lighting, like an overcast or cloudy day. Hard light, like a direct light. Then you get a shadow. Boop. Boop. Might look something like this. So these characters could be lit with a hard light, with a soft light, with a mixture of both. Doesn't really matter too much. Hard, soft. Right? If this is lighting from the front, we might even get a little bit of the form turning away from us. We talked about this the other day with like Ariel Perez's work. He does like a lot of stuff with very kind of frontal lighting. So like, which one do you want on the characters? What I sort of did on this one, just as a suggestion, was a little bit harder light, and the light was coming in from an angle top left.
Because
so
that's
like,
what it looks like you wanted.
This is the fundamentals. Like, this is exactly what we teach in our anime art school. Like, this is...
How to light heads.
Yes. However, again, like I said, this is hard light. I chose that arbitrarily. You don't have to. Like, you can choose something else. It's just, once you choose it, stick to it, right? We're not even going to worry about the colors right now. We're literally just going to think, like, what's being hit by light and what's in shadow.
How
Because
does the head
if
planes...
that's not right, why even bother thinking about color if the shape isn't right? It's like,
so
a red square doesn't work if it was supposed to be a circle.
yeah, one thing that I am noticing with these
Anyways,
shadows,
here's Christina's.
I just barely kind of started, but one thing that I do notice about these shadows is that you're kind of trying to place them where you think they should based on what you're like familiar with seeing. So like you're like, well, I know I should probably place a shadow on the edge here, but it's kind of timid and everything's very soft.
Yeah,
so like
it kind of feels like,
this is the muddy part.
I know there should be shade, but I'm not sure exactly where to put it.
Yeah. Like, which is completely normal, by the way. So like if I were to turn this into black and white.
MJ. Would this be the same principle used for buildings or rocks? They're all 3D
All
forms.
3D.
All of them are 3D forms. Buildings and rocks are not going to have subsurface scattering, so you're going to get different like color effects than skin, but 100%, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So like the softness actually kind of muddies the values, and that means like if I squint, I can't see the shapes or I can't see the form of the head very often. But the good thing is that your drawing is pretty good, so that means it's holding it together. So you can definitely go for more of a graphic approach. But if you want to show form more and get the shapes right, you would have to understand, as Colton mentioned, the wireframe, which is, this.
Yeah. And this is going to help a lot. Rendering primitive forms and doing those studies helps a lot. That's literally the reason that we made these heads, by the way.
Yeah.
We made these so you can actually light them and see where it would get darker. Like,
yeah.
Right? Like,
where are the shadows
placed? At?
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to focus.
There
There it is. Like, do you want a lighting like that?
Where do the shadows happen? Below. Like, that's literally why we built these, is because we wanted people to be able to take their own reference and, like, solve this issue, like, or at least help with it.
Yeah. So I'm going to assume that you want your lighting to be on the top, like, kind of left.
I have a question. Is there an option to ask for guidance about a piece when you pay for the lessons? There is not in the class itself. It's self-paced. But you can sign up for a mentorship with either Christina or I.
Yep, and then you will get feedback.
You could definitely do that. But that would be under like getting a mentorship. So if you're interested in a mentorship, you can reach out. It is like a professional level mentorship though. So it's you know, it's intensive. We meet up every single week for 8 weeks, and we're going to be giving you homework and assignments and really helping to bring up those weak points. Awesome. What is that? Ralia?
I would also
Is that an
be
R?
bolder.
Rala. Can't read your name exactly. Is the heads available on your website? They're available on TikTok Shop right now. They're not available on our website. But if you are a regular, we could DM and ask for a set of heads, and we'll set something up to get some to you. You might, I don't know, you might like have to pay us over PayPal or something like that, but we don't have them available anywhere else. We might just have to like hand mail it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like notice that I'm going to separate the head from the neck.
Awesome, Dahlia. Very nice.
Awesome. So this is before. Nothing's really separated. After. My light source has been established.
And again,
This
remember,
is casting the shadow.
we just decided it's hard light.
Yes.
You don't have to do hard light. It's just a suggestion.
Yep.
You could do soft light.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just the principle of once you've decided, you commit.
Guess what? I'm going to add a shadow right here. This is my personal like take, but like hair will affect the shadows of the face. And you can use that opportunity to show the form right here. For example, like this hair is close to it, but I don't see much shadow.
And you'll notice that everything Christina draws is drawing around form. She is drawing on top, like she sees her drawing or that drawing as this. She is drawing on the surface like we drew on the surface of this.
That's what I'm drawing right here. This indication.
Yeah, that's the cheek.
That's the cheek.
Side plane of the head.
And for blush, I would not go dull with it personally for me. Okay, personally. I'm going to go like personal
Yes,
opinion.
it is available on TikTok Shop. We have 14 or 15 sets left now. We've been printing them as fast as we can. You can order them right now on TikTok Shop. You get a set of 2. You get the male and the female, lined, all hand-drawn. And they're really good references. Like, we literally use them ourselves. Like, it's form drawing. It just helps with form drawing a lot.
It does. I know that my bangs will cast a shadow. Because look at my bangs. I have light in that same scenario, and you can kind of see like a very soft shadow.
Where's my shadow?
Nowhere. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. Yes, this is Procreate, by the way. I'm also going to move my shadow personally for me. Sorry, to something a little bit more saturated. A little bit more saturated.
I hope so.
I think so, yeah. It looks like it. It has hearts, context clues. All right. So, like, we can see that we have now separated the light from the dark. It's like, I don't know, let the day be day and the night be night, something like that. Here.
Just gave up.
Oh, no.
Rip. Pulling a fox.
Right here, you want to think graphically. So what I'm doing here is not only am I lighting, but I'm also thinking, what are the actual shapes? What's the design of the shadows? This is like something that I wish I knew earlier.
How do you get to TikTok Shop for those? Go to our profile on TikTok and hit the little shopping bag. Here's our profile. By the way, almost 220,000 followers.
Yeah.
Boop. Shopping bag. Boop. Wait, hold up.
It's on a sale.
It ends in an hour. That's crazy.
Yep.
We ran a 15% off sale for the launch of the heads. Here they are. Dang, that's a good looking picture.
It is a good
Look
looking
at that,
picture.
dude.
It's too bad it's on warm mode. Where can I buy your books? You can also get them on TikTok Shop.
Yup, TikTok Shop.
Yes, I will add the nose shadow soon. But like, because the light is from the top, the nose comes out, then in, which will cast a shadow. So like, what I'll do is I'll just indicate it.
And now, depending on how far you decide to stick out the nose, you could indicate this in different ways, right? You could stylize it.
Could go like that.
You could go like that, exactly.
If the nose is more upturned, this may be the shape.
Yeah, so you're doing top lighting.
Yeah, I'm doing top lighting.
Is it more from the left?
Yeah, more from the left. More towards the left. This might be a little bit too close.
It's kind of like sculpting. It feels very similar to like modeling with clay. Like this sort of process.
And don't be afraid to add sharper edges, because that actually gives more clarity that can give more clarity and also makes it have a more finished look.
Yeah,
So I know-
especially in anime when you have
Yeah.
like a lot of cell shading, there's a lot of hard edges.
Yeah, and even with areas where like maybe the artist prefers more softer edges, you'll still see some harder edges to like hold the drawing. So don't be afraid of that either. You can just test it out, of course. Like I'm not saying like you should add hard edges or not.
This is fun, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Like doing some critiques and stuff here, talking
Here
about
and there. Fundamentals.
Fun. This is
Fun.
fun. Applejack, are you having fun? Yes.
And so like be clear. Where's my light? Where's my shadow? That will determine the forms. Same thing here. Like you're kind of getting it. Like I can see that you are thinking about the ribbon of the form of the hair. But like when it starts getting to this area, you're like, ugh, I don't know. So look back to your lighting. What I do for wavy hair is I will look at like, okay, what's going to be a pocket? Like what's going to be a shadow? This is not my art, by the way. This is someone else's art. So like if I have overlaps and I see this clump right here, this clump right here. Oh, this shape is sandwiched in between. That will be shadow.
Thank you, Pickles. You have one of the best put together names, TikTok names I've seen. Do you guys work in the creative industry, like for any animation or game studio? I used to do concept art for games. I worked for Volta as a freelancer for years. Worked on a bunch of different projects under them. Anthem. Who else? What else? I did some Bakugan cards. Guild Wars 2 specifically. A bunch of different games and projects and stuff.
So what I'm doing here by adding this is I'm determining what strands are facing the light, what is facing more in the shadow, what is the top versus the bottom layer. That's how I think about hair. Like, oh, this to me feels like a bottom layer. This feels like a bottom layer.
How do you blend it in after? Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
This is a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah. Where's the form? Like if my light is coming from this way, this will be a little bit darker, which you're in the right direction.
Yeah. But to answer the question, how to blend it in, you would determine what if your shadows are hard or soft. That's it.
Yep.
Does the form change slow or does the form change quick? Is it a core shadow or a cast shadow? It's like what you would take in a figure drawing class where they teach like how to start rendering the figures. They teach it in classes like lighting classes, painting classes. Cores and casts are like super common in the painting world. But it's all good. It is a good question.
It is a good question. It's just
you would set this stuff up generally first, and then you would. The more you can compartmentalize what you do, like you can focus on one specific thing at a time, the better your art will tend to turn out because all of your brain power can go towards that one thing.
Yeah. So like this, I would clarify the shadows again. Like how something that I've noticed is that when you have bangs, the shadow will actually mimic the bangs. Like you'll see, oh, if I want to add shadow here, I'm just gonna take this shape right here and just mimic it on the face.
It might not be there for you, Artemis. If you really want to order one, Artemis, DM us.
Yeah, DM us.
I will make an exception for
regulars
that we could probably figure something out and just ship it to you manually.
So I'm using the same technique. This casts a shadow on the face. I'm just wrapping around the form. If they're in the same lighting, their shadow shapes won't really change that much, which is a good thing, right? It's like it's not like super drastically different.
Turn the lighting on and off to see the changes so far. Well, we want to be able to see it.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go. So like you can see that what Christina's doing is she's just describing the planes that are hit by light and not hit by light. And she's like using this logical process going, what is the three-dimensional form of the face and the hair? And then she's going in and designing the shapes of light and shadow. And I literally mean designing.
Like you're like...
Look at this shape right here. Like this shape. Right? Design that. Do you want it to, like, like we talk about shape language on stream? So you take these foundational principles like light and shadow, form rendering, bounce light, color theory, and then you kind of put your own filter on top of them with your own personal preferences. And you go, do I like this shape? If I don't like it, what would make me like it? Is there enough big, medium, and small? Is there enough, is it tapering? Does it have an interesting flow to it? All of these things like fit together.
Yep. I really like your eye style, by the way. Just,
yeah, it's beautiful. It's a very nice
very
artwork.
nice art style. I really like it. But then I'm also thinking, what's the topology of your hair? Where is it going? Is it going away from the light or towards the light?
What do you think is the most important thing to take into consideration when trying to get hired as a junior environment concept artist? I mean, at the end of the day, you're working with a team. You, as a concept artist, are not a lone wolf artist. You are working with a team of other people, and if you can make the other people that you work with their lives easier, you're much more likely to get hired. If you're solving problems that they don't have to solve now, if you're describing things visually that they don't have to come back to you and ask questions about, are you leaving things vague? Are you describing objects? Are you leaving things kind of just like up for interpretation? Because someone's got to come in and model this stuff in 3D, right? Someone's got to actually figure out what the heck is going on.
Mm-hmm. And I know you haven't done this yet because it's still a work in progress. I'll try to get rid of all the white. That's what's gonna make it feel more finished is when you get rid of the white. I know it's not finished, so I'm just kind of saying.
I would, yeah. Quick. We took an oil painting class by just a phenomenal oil painter. One of the first things that he told us is he tries to get rid of all of the white as fast as possible so he can, because white is the most extreme value you have. It's the lightest possible value. So a lot of artists will start with a toned canvas, or they'll try to cover up all the white as fast as possible in order to get like a true
value read,
a true gauge on what all the values look like together.
Yeah,
it's good.
It is good because the white will actually end up distracting you. Now I'm only saying this just because I just noticed white, but I know you're probably going to get rid of it later. Yeah. But that's just an important reason why to get rid of white as soon as possible. Just less distraction.
Yeah. I mean, again, there's exceptions, right?
Yeah,
like
there are
you could
exceptions.
be doing a character on a white background.
Yeah.
And then you would use the white as the
light. Yeah.
Love how simple but readable your brushstrokes are. Sometimes I feel like my rendering is too detailed where I have to keep going back to keep light and dark midtones. That's to keep the form. Yeah, that's really what we're talking about right now.
Mm-hmm. Also, good job with them adding the shadows in the eye whites. People don't usually do that.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
So brush.
Mm-hmm.
You can get the brush for free on our linky on our profile here.
Mm-hmm.
I hope this is helpful, by the way. We don't really do critique streams all that often, but we're really not against it. If we feel like there's something really worth talking about and we can incorporate it into, some good fundamentals.
Sometimes, honestly, the best critique is just keep doing what you're doing. Like, not every artwork will have a super in-depth critique. Sometimes it's just like, you just got to keep on drawing.
By the way, I know I keep saying it. Literally every single thing we are talking about is exactly why we built our online school. Like, we go through every single one of these principles that we're talking about in very high detail, very specific lessons. We learned all of this stuff professionally. We were trained by professionals. We went to school for this, then worked professionally. We still take classes even to this day, and all of our favorite stuff we teach in our classes. It is a hardcore fundamentals school. Fundamentals will make the biggest difference in the quality of your art. Like, understanding those basics.
Yes.
That's literally what Christina's doing, is she's just applying those fundamentals.
The basics.
Oh, you got the heads. Nice, Remy.
Oh, awesome, Remy. Yippee!
If a sphere is in a blue environment with red light, will it retain its original color, or will it have a new color? It depends on what color the sphere is. Now, it gets a little bit complicated because I don't actually understand it completely, but different lights have different light waves, and you'll notice how if you light a certain color object with a certain color light, it'll actually turn black because it's not bouncing back any of those rays.
Well, like
when
if there's
I
no
learn,
like if for instance blue under a red light, if there's no red in it, it will not reflect back, so it'll just be black.
it's just black.
Yeah.
I noticed it when I put colored lights in the bathroom and I was taking a shower, and I looked at the blue shampoo bottle, and every time the light turned red, it would just be black, and I'm like, what? That's crazy. And realized that art color theory was a lot bigger can of worms than I thought it was.
Yeah. Hey, Misaki.
Oh, Dahlia, we got to give you your
Yes, your
set
heads.
of heads.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get it to you. You get it for free. Remember we told you that you were going to get it? I don't remember why, but I know we did.
I think she was also gonna get the 5 type head.
Yeah, we have like 20 boxes of those on the counter.
So, okay. Kind of moral of the story, just understand where your light source is and clarify. So like before, it's not really a good showcase of the artwork,
Yeah,
but
it's really hard.
I would also zoom out.
Mhm.
Try zooming out like this.
Bigger picture.
Bigger
squint.
picture, squint. And then see, like, when you turn on the new layer, you're like, oh, I can see things a little bit better now.
Yeah. And
Clarity.
again, like the lighting, Christina added a little bit harder lighting.
I did add harder lighting, yeah.
How would hair be drawn when they laying but their head is on the side?
I mean, like a side view?
I'm not really sure what you mean exactly, but I don't know if we're going to do like specific tutorials on that kind of stuff right now.
Mm-hmm.
You just got the heads as well? Awesome, MJ.
Awesome. Yippee!
Let's go. Yeah, Dahlia, we'll mail you a set. We'll send it out when we go to the post office.
Mm-hmm. And no worries, Shoto. We'll also upload this on the live demos just because
Yeah, by the
it's
way,
fun.
this live is recorded on YouTube. So anybody who's watching on TikTok, if you want to see the full demo, and I'm talking everything we've talked about, right? Lighting, color theory, soft and hard lighting. I didn't draw this today, but I did the blimp today.
Mm-hmm.
All that kind of stuff. It's all on YouTube. We're live streaming there too. You can rewind any of our streams and go through the whole thing.
Yep.
Get used to being absolutely sick of hearing us talk about form
I know. We say it like all the time. Oh,
and dimensional drawing. What?
I'm just going to say one tip about rendering hair, but you can continue on what you're saying.
Nah, I was done.
Okay. So if you want to like render hair, you want to make it look like there's a few things that you can think about. And this is a process that I go through. Here's like, okay. When you render something, you can go through a system called the 5-value system. This is something that I wish I learned a long time ago. But you have to practice it. So the 5-value system is basically just organizing your values into 5.
Yeah. You don't need more than 5 values in an artwork.
Yeah. You can even do 3 or 2. Like you can just, everything that you draw is compression.
Yeah.
So like you're not trying to do every single detail, you're trying to simplify. But simplify enough that like there's enough going on, but it's not like overloading your brain. So by the way, the reason why I can, if I drew it the way you want to, is because I've done a lot of illustrations like this and I like it. And I also look at a lot of manga and they like to use these lighting scenarios. So like that's what I try to reference in my head as well. So this is the 5-value system. In the middle, you have your base or your midtone. I'll just say MT, midtone.
This is
really
peak. This is elite level knowledge, by the way. You would
get this in
take
design
like
school.
a figure drawing class, like a professional like painting class. You would learn about this. We teach it in our school.
Yes, we do.
This is elite level knowledge. It's not like esoteric or anything. It's just that a lot of people don't know it. A lot of people don't learn it. And you would take something like this in like a design school.
Yeah. Once again, our course is 20% off. Our whole entire school is 20% off right now with the code LOVE. And if you do get it with this code, let us know so that we can give you a little watercolor of your OC and send it to you and mail it to you. So here's midtone. Then you got your shadow. And then you got your lights. And this depends on your particular piece. But notice that my light is not white. It's not like the super bright. It's just a lighter version of the middle tone. Then you have your highlights and your extremes, your highlights and your darker darks. These are assuming that I don't know exactly how dark your thing is, but like if your darks, if your midtone is pretty like in the middle, your darker darks will be almost black.
Thank you, Dahlia.
Thank you.
How much is it with the current sale? It's $100 off, so it's $397. And you also get a watercolor, which we've never done before.
Yeah,
we've never done a sale and a watercolor promotion at the same time.
Yeah.
And it ends the 28th, or
And
it ends around the time that we do our long stream.
Yep.
So like, I don't remember when the coupon expires. It might be the 28th.
I think it's 27th, but I don't know.
The watercolors are super cute. They're very cute.
Yeah. So like if I'm doing hair, I will use this system. This is my base tone. My base tone is going to be this medium color. And once again, I'm thinking about this in terms of black and white. I see this, right? And that will determine my values.
You have to go... now, we generally don't DM... You can join our Discord server, but we don't generally DM with art tips and help and stuff. There would just be too much of it. We'd have hundreds of people.
Yeah, it would be too much demand.
Are the watercolors for the lives too? No, not this term.
So then I'll be like, okay, I have my base tone, and now I'm going to separate between light and shadow. I like to start with midtones first because that kind of gives me like a better idea of the relationship. So like if I add my shadows now, I'm like, okay, I know what's going to be my light. So like I'm going to determine that this side is going to be in shadow, and I'm going to treat this like a ribbon, and I'm going to selectively place some strands more in shadow than others because I'm thinking, what's the top layer, what's the bottom layer?
Good night, Misaki.
Bye. In fact, I think I might have made this a little bit too dark. So there's my light and shadow, and then I decide, okay, I'm gonna play my darker darks, but I'm gonna reserve that for like minimal things. The darker dark just serves to like further clarify. So like if I'm like, this feels a little bit, confusing to me, which if you want it this way, that's totally fine. So like maybe I'll just clarify it by adding like a darker dark, and maybe I'll like refine some of the shapes here and there. Maybe if I want to add more clarity to this area, I add a bit of base color and just do that. What's up?
30 grown man, so cute. You look like 15 years old high school boy. Do kids in high school wear these days?
I definitely agree that he's very cute. You're definitely right on the mark there. So like when you're rendering black hair, ginger hair, or blonde hair, think about this in terms of value. What's the light? What value is it? Because if it's like blonde hair, the value range, like how dark or light the shadows are going to be, is going to be very minimal. Like for instance, this right here. If I turn this black and white, the value scale is very different than this one right here. Right? This is ginger or auburn. This is blonde. Look at the difference. But it's rendered in the same way. But like that takes a lot of time. You got to do a bunch of studying. You got to like learn how to hold back. I think a lot of beginners, or not beginners, but like amateur as well, is that they don't know how to hold back their values. They're like, I will add a shadow and I'll make it super dark.
Yeah.
Or I'll make a highlight and I'll make it super light. But it's like, they can't control it.
Everything's very heavy-handed.
Yes, heavy-handed.
How do you make it to black and white?
Oh, I fill the whole entire canvas with black and I turn it to color on the layer mode.
Or you can do saturation or color.
Yeah. This is a quicker way to do it rather than just like going to adjustments and stuff. So I just do that.
Yeah, you just turn the layer on and off to change the black and white on and off. It's like old school.
Yeah.
That's what they used to do in Photoshop a long time ago. I learned about it like in, I don't even know, 2014 or something with Photoshop.
Now the thing about this system is that not everything will be 5 values. Hair can really just only be 3 values or 4.
Yeah, you want to see something?
Go ahead.
This is literally 3 values.
Yeah.
Before I added the hot air balloon, value 1, value 2, value 3. Right? Value 4. That's it. This value is this value. This value is the sky value. This value is this value. They share values. This value, shares a value with this value. We'll just do that really quick.
This is Photoshop.
Turn it up a little bit. There. So this entire piece has 4 values. 4. Or rather,
and honestly,
4.
The less values you can use to control your image, the better. Because it looks more like nuanced.
Yep.
It helps you to solve things creatively.
Yeah, and it gives people less to have to think about. People like your image more the more you pre-digest their food. The reason that it's good to restrict your values is because it's pre-digesting food for people before they look at it. They don't have to figure out things. They don't have to do a bunch of work thinking about it. It's a pre-solved problem. That's like what we do as artists. We solve a problem for somebody, and then they look at it and they just get to profit.
Yeah. They're like, oh, it's so obvious, you know? And good art looks obvious.
Good art, yeah. Good art makes chat feel like a genius.
Yeah.
They go like, I could do that. Or, oh my gosh, like, well, that's obvious. That means
you did good.
You did good.
Yeah.
If you got people in your TikTok comments complaining, it means you did a good job, because it makes people feel smart when you do your job well.
So someone's asking, the same person was asking about like white hair. So if the hair was white, would I use bluish or grayish for the shadows? That will depend on your environment. So I will place white hair in either a bluish environment or a purple environment. So the shadows, so think of it like you have your light. This is how I think of it. You have your light and your dark.
What was the question?
If it's up there. Shoto asked it. Up. So if the hair was white, would I use bluish grayish shadows? If the area around it is bluish grayish, then yes.
White objects absorb a lot of bounce light. So white is kind of like a copycat color. You remember what I was saying earlier about the clouds? The shadow of this cloud is blue because of the sky. But if I change the sky color, the shadow of the cloud is now like orange because of the sky. You see what I'm saying? And I made the ground red. You can't see the ground in this shot. Oops. You can't see the ground in this shot, but if you could, it would be red, and it would be bouncing this pink light up. So you see, like, hair is the same way. If this was actually flowing cloud hair, it's 100% influenced by the environment, because white bounces back all colors.
Yeah.
It's like a shield, right? It's like, it ricochets off.
Yep. So all I think about is I'll think about my light. Hey, I'll think of my shadow, and basically the surrounding color is going to fill the shadows. The shadow shapes are still going to be the same, but you're basically going to take that color influence and just put in the shadows.
Yeah. And how you remember how we always talk about, like, if the shapes are right, the value in the color doesn't actually matter that much. That's true. You can group things in different ways, by the way. Like, we had a good example a while back, but, like, you can group things. Remember how we said 5 values, right? You can group values together in different ways, and as long as your shapes hold up, people will still be able to tell what it is.
Yeah.
So, like, if you want to take value number 4 and group it, like, for example, this shadow red is the same value of the shadow of the basket, right? Take it. It's like in the same value group, right? If I color sample this red and I come down here and I paint, it's the same value as the basket. And so I've grouped those values. I have even though it's blue, see? Blue and red, I've made them the exact same value, lightness and darkness, in order to, like, economize, in order to, like,
bang for your buck.
Give me more bang for my buck. You know, remember how I said this entire painting has 4 total values? 1, 2, 3, 4. If I made this one a 5th value, like, that's kind of like an artistic style decision. And you get more bang for your buck when you combine things. Like, and another thing is, like, this box, there's this side and there's this side, the bottom and the side. I have gotten side. I made these the same value, but I've changed the hue. So you can see there's no edge here. It's just one surface. I've shown the edge with a temperature change instead of a value change. So, like, it's like how a computer program packs files. It, like, reduces the size by combining things.
It's
It's kind of like doing that.
Yeah.
that's what professionals do all over the place. Like, you'll see it everywhere once you start to notice it. Once you learn about it, they do it everywhere. They just do it everywhere. And really good painters are really good at doing this. And so most professional painters have like a hard limit of 5.
Yep. And with white hair, for example, you won't get 5. You'll probably get at max 3.
2 or 3,
2
yeah.
or 3.
3?
Like
probably 3.
The white will be the highlight because that's the brightest.
Including the background.
Including the background, yes. So I would say like this maybe has like 3 or 4 values.
Yeah. Good night,
my darkest. Lau. Good night, Lau. My darkest is my background, and I included a little bit of that to separate out some of this hair strand right here. But like you'll notice that I'll try to not pick too many colors. I'm not going like, oh, this. Oh, this random color. I'm kind of keeping within my piece. And of course I can change it a little bit if I want to make it a little bit more like interesting. Maybe I'll maybe make the hue just a tiny bit more interesting, or different to make it feel less monochromatic. But that's like, I have to add it in very, very minimal bits.
Yeah. Because
it's white hair. And if I add too much, it's just going to feel like just meh.
Yeah, it's like.
And so like.
So important.
Yeah. And so same thing with like this purple environment. I will tint the white hair into more of a purplish tone to make it feel white in a purplish background. And the shadows, well, I'll just take this color and just like gently overlay it across.
But like the thing is, you don't have to tint it. Like you could go really stylized with it.
True. That's very true.
And as long as the shape of the light and the shadow are right, you'll still be able to tell what it is.
Yeah, like look.
And that's like personal style. Yeah, like you could make it like lime green even. And
lime green. Let's look at lime green.
If the shapes are right, you can still tell what it is.
Yeah, like we're getting like more, what's it called? It's philosophical, like conceptual now.
Yeah.
But like,
and those shapes, by the way, are caused from the object and its form, the light and the shadow, how the light interacts with the object and the material, and how you decide to design them out. Like, is there a hair over here? Is there a hair over there? And then the colors themselves, they're really not that important.
Yeah. Like you can make an argument for lime green hair with purple shadows. If the shapes feel right, then you can kind of do anything you want. How do you pick a different color from the same value or shade? I've been struggling with that for a bit now.
You get good at seeing it.
Yeah.
But you can do practices. Like you could literally just do an entire page. You could just do like hundreds of this. Well, I have this secret tool that not many people know about. It's called Luminosity Lock, and it's one of the most useful things in the face of the planet. And it means that when I take my color and I rotate, you'll see how this right here moves as I change hue. And it's because it's keeping it the same value. So if I go down to red, if I go over to yellow, and now if I turn black and white, it's still the same value. However, if I turn that off, you can practice doing that just by going, well, I know that yellow is a light color, right? So it's a combination of a lot of practice and just trying stuff. So it's like, okay, I got yellow here, and yellow's pretty bright. I'll make like yellow like right here, all right? I'll have like a mustard color.
Ooh, yummy.
And then let's say I go over to blue. Well, blue is pretty dark, so I'm probably going to have to come up maybe here. And let's check it. Yeah, pretty close. I'm a little bit light.
You want to make it a little bit dark?
I'll come like a little bit darker.
You'll start seeing that when the colors like are really vibrant against each other, like they're kind of like vibrating.
Yes.
That's when you can tell your values are very close.
And yes, you will notice that if I draw in here, it kind of like breaks your brain a little bit. That's called simultaneous contrast of color. It's when you have two very different hues, but a very similar value. So the color is different, the value is the same, and it starts to vibrate. And now a lot of artists will use this in their artwork. This is an example of Yuming Lee. I actually brought his work up. He uses simultaneous contrast of color a lot. Here is some of his artwork. This is like a pretty fancy simultaneous contrast piece. And you'll notice, very similar gray, very saturated blue next to warm. Turn it black and white, Not a lot of value difference, right? It's pretty much just this value range right here. It's like a medium darkish gray. Come over here. Look at this. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Okay. Here's blue. Here's orange. Here's the edge of the nose.
And to answer this question right here, so would this same sort of thing be there for lips and ears, for example, with the value knowledge? He's doing that right there.
Literally, exactly. You will see, look, here is the edge of the chin. There is no value change, but this is bluish. This is warmer. He did exactly what I did with the clouds, except with the chin. And why? Why did he do that? Because he's just economizing his values. He's just using these values very efficiently in order to make a bolder statement. Do you have to do this? No. But he's doing it, and you better believe it looks great. And so you'll see, like, he does that all over the place. This is warm. This is cool. This is warm. Right? Look at the lips. Very warm. But if you turn it black and white, there's really only 2 values in here. Like
Wow.
3 values if you count this one, right? There's like the cheek, the lash, and lips. You know, well, I guess the lips would probably even be grouped in with the cheek. And then there's the light. 3 values, whole face. And then he's showing plane changes. He talks about this in his class, by the way. He's got a class. You can find it on his Instagram. Yuming Lee is his name.
So
it's a good class. It's a high-level painting class, though. Like,
They're more concepts.
it's not a foundation like class where you learn perspective and stuff. Yuming, I went through his whole class. Lee. You can find his Instagram. He teaches this stuff in his class. He talks about design, simultaneous contrast. I don't think he calls it. What did he call it again?
What? So,
I don't remember what he calls it,
I don't know.
but it's simultaneous contrast of color.
When should we use different color with the same value for illustration?
When should we use different-
Whenever you want.
when you don't want to add an extra value. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't want, like,
Give yourself
value
rules,
change,
perhaps.
yeah, value change is like attention. So if I want someone to pay attention to the middle of this, I'll add a value change or contrast of some sort, right? So I could come in here with, I don't know, red, and then I could come in here with like blue.
That'd be contrast of color.
Yeah, I'll come up a little bit. Contrast of color, but not value. Contrast of value, contrast of color. So it's really up to you. Like, that's the style part of it, right? Like, when do you want to have a style? Like, what do you want to do? Like,
Can
look,
you send me that color palette there? The red and the blue up.
that.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
I love that kind of color palette.
You want
It's so
the mustard one too?
Cool. Nah, just that one. So cool.
Sure.
Thank you.
I literally just chose like a random.
I know, but it looks so good.
So like that's what we're talking about here is, you know, a little bit of a high level talk day, but I think it's really fun, honestly.
It's so fun. It's like one of the more fun topics.
What about the inherent value of different colors? You've got to balance it. Like, you just can't get a light saturated blue. It's dark. You like he actually talks specifically about that in his class
red,
as
light,
well.
blue, darks.
Yeah, like well, red's not light.
Red is not light.
Red's kind of like a medium.
Yeah.
He does that too. I'll show you an example of his work where he does that. See how he's keeping a lot of his colors very saturated? Look at his value structure, right? It's pretty high key. He's got a lot of mid tones in here. And he uses a very saturated yellow in his brights because yellow is bright. Blue is dark. Here's a saturated blue. So it's this balance that you kind of have to have, right? Like, if you wanted to make a dark yellow, you'd have to go into like brown. If I wanted a dark yellow, it'd have to be like this. This is light. I can't get a dark, vibrant yellow. I can get a dark, vibrant blue. I can get a dark, vibrant red, or like a medium vibrant red, right? Like pretty vibrant. So like that is part of your restrictions, right? If I wanted to make a blue that was light, I would have to add white.
Ultimately, when people ask like, oh, when should you do this? It's kind of assuming that you're not in control. You are in control of your artwork.
Yeah.
So like that's why the fundamentals are so important, is because it helps you to be in control.
The plugin add-on on the color wheel. So this is a Photoshop plugin called Coolorus, Coolorus. I think it's like $20. It is phenomenal.
It's phenomenal. I love it.
You can do gamut masks, like where you have limited palettes that you work with. James Gurney popularized gamut masks. Phenomenal painter. You know, you got this. Let me look. You can change this to a triangle. I don't really use a triangle that much. I use the square, the hue cube.
Hue cube.
Cube. And then this little button right here is the luminosity lock. I literally just keep it on all the time as a default. It just kind of makes things a little bit faster. Let's see what Christina's up to.
Just kind of, thank you. I'm just gonna do a little bit of that red light and blue shadows. So one thing to remember is that red, like pure red, is going to be dark. And if you want like equal parts, like blue and red of the same value, you're gonna have to really make sure your shapes look good, and also make one read as light and one read as shadow. So for me here, I'm kind of going for a little more of like a subtler vibe. So here, this was my original base colors. I put a multiply layer and I just put the same blue on top to make it feel like, okay, now the whole entire thing is tinted. If I want this to feel like a red light, I'm going to have to make sure that the red light is not, it is going to read like a red light.
Red is not a bright light.
Red is not a bright light.
It will absolutely fill planes.
Yeah.
But it's not bright. Like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, if you shine a red light on somebody, red light
look at that
face. No, it's just a bunch of
red light portrait.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like that one is pretty good. Choose.
I want to choose one that has like white and red light or something. Yeah, like
yeah, like that.
Like if I take this, look how dim this red light is. It is so not bright. It's extremely strong color, but it is not bright light wise. Like most people, I think, would go in here and do like this, like have a really bright value. Mm-hmm. But red is just not that bright. Neither is blue, but they're kind of using like a cyan light, so I think
it's a bit brighter.
It's a bit brighter. But you will notice red is not bright when you light something with it. This is a mistake I made early on, and all of my red lighting would look pink.
Yeah.
It would look very pinkish, and I could not figure out why.
This is hard.
Until I actually bought a red light.
So like this is hard because when I add this red onto the skin tone, the skin tone doesn't feel like a light anymore because it's so dark. Like this has actually gone darker than my skin tone now. So like that's difficulty of it. But it looks like light on a darker surface. So like here's like black hair. If you add that red, it feels like a light. But when you add that same red on the skin, it's like, oh, something's off. It don't work. So in this case, maybe you might need to do some finessing by perhaps adding a little bit more of this like darker.
I don't know how to get luminosity lock in any other program other than using Coolorus. I don't use enough other programs, unfortunately.
I don't like this very much. Yeah.
I would practice with it. I would choose a color, change the hue, try to get the same value, and then check it. And do that over and over and over and over. Mm-hmm. You will get so much better at it.
So there's one way that you can solve this problem is by actually darkening the skin so that the skin right here is now darker than the red.
And you drink.
Yeah. So now this will read as a rim light. You know, that is one way to solve it. Especially if you're not going to have any other light source. If this blue is just going to be filling the shadows and you're not going to have any other additional lights, this is probably what's going to work. Maybe. There's different solutions. There's no one solution. So it just depends on you. So like now.
I like this tall painting.
Like the tall painting?
Yeah,
I do too.
I really like that. This one?
Oh, this is like getting really, really bright now. So like you have to be really careful. But it still feels like the shapes are correct for the most part. And so you're like, you look at this and you're like, oh yeah, that feels like a red light from the side and blue shadows.
Get out of here, iPhone update. You're just going to break my phone like I always do.
Is it possible to do that on Clip Studio? Yes. It's very simple. All I did was I didn't save all the entire layers, but this was originally just like really bright. I just used a multiply layer and that's all I did. I just put multiply on top and added base, like this really harsh color on top. Like, look, this feels conflicting. Boom. Now it doesn't feel as conflicting.
Yeah.
That's one way to solve it.
That's design, right? Like, there is 100% a way to set up lighting that is real, that looks bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's literally why photographers exist, is because you can take bad photos that don't look good.
Yeah.
And so you can also draw something that's right that looks terrible. It is just...
That's scary.
Have you ever taken a photo, like a photo with your phone, and you're just like, that looks terrible? Or you've ever taken a photograph in your life that just does not look good?
Let me see what this looks
You can
like.
absolutely set up lighting situations and render them correctly, and they look bad. Just like you can take bad pictures. It's design. Like, that's the design part, right? Like, you can learn all about rendering, all about color theory, all about this, but if you don't design the shapes and the lighting and the placement, it can still look wonky. And you hear this crit all the time in art school. But it was in the reference.
Oh.
And then the teacher goes, but it doesn't look good. Like,
that's the problem you have to
that's the thing,
solve.
right? It's like, just because something's in the reference doesn't mean it's going to look good. Because at the end of the day, you're trying to make an artwork that looks good. The fundamentals are just a tool to help you tell your story better. Like, what is the message you're trying to get across? How can the fundamentals help you do that? Don't be a slave to this stuff. At the end of the day, this stuff should be subordinate to your story.
Yep. This should help your story, not you. You're not controlled by it. That's why when we get questions like, well, what should I do? That's you're giving control to, like, I don't know, guessing, rather than being like, I know what I want.
Yeah. That's why teachers in art schools make you decide your composition and lighting so much. Yeah, I think students should definitely set up their own still lifes. When we were taking Lemler's class, he always had us set up our still lifes. Like, he would help us with it, but he would talk like, like, where's the focal point? Where's the overlaps? Like, is there distance between these? Like, does it give you a sense of space? And half of the battle of painting a still life is setting up the still life. I wouldn't even say half. I would say like 70% of the battle of painting a still life is setting it up.
Yeah, because if it's a bad still life and it's badly designed, like, lighting is just kind of weird. Yeah. You're just gonna get like a weird result.
Yeah, it's gotta be like 60-70% of the battle.
A lot of people say that a lot of artists would probably argue that most of the hard part is the preparation.
Yeah.
Because it's like
the
planning. Like, the rendering's easy. Rendering, like, once you learn how to do it and you understand the fundamentals, it's like, oh yeah, I could just like zone out with like an audiobook or like watch anime while I do it. But this part is the hardest part.
Appreciate it, Craze.
Thank
Are you a
you.
graphic designer?
Ooh, graphic designer? Don't mind if I do. Look at it. Just finished my secret admirer. Awesome. What canvas size should you recommend? I don't know. We generally use like a 5,000 by 6,000 pixel canvas. Gets things pretty big. If you're gonna do like really like large pieces like posters and stuff and print really big, use a much bigger canvas. But for like general drawing, I use that size.
Can you talk about limited palette for a piece, but when there is a lot of stuff with just different colors?
Actually, you did that with anime art school.
Yes. With what?
with your blocky still lifes.
Did I? Limited palette?
Well, not limited palette, but like you talked about like a bunch of different colors, stuff like this.
Oh, like that kind of stuff. Yeah, I did talk about that in anime art school. You're gonna have to make certain sacrifices. James Gurney actually has something on this. James Gurney.
Max size I use is 1,000 by 1,500.
Limited palette.
Yeah, that's why I would move away from.
Small.
That's why I move away from the phone. Is because you can't do much with it.
It's very difficult to get a really high detail palette. What was it called? Gamut mask. He had a. So James Gurney has very specific content on this exact issue. Here's a crap. I'm on the wrong file.
Good night, Dahlia.
Good night.
I thought my canvas was small. What canvas size do you use, Fox?
Here we go. This is exactly what you're looking for. So this is a limited palette. The top one was painted with the top triangle, and the bottom one was painted with the bottom triangle. And you'll notice that even though he does not have any yellow in the bottom triangle, he's able to achieve the effect of yellow through relationships. He has some YouTube videos and stuff on this. They're really good. He's honestly very, very good at teaching it. Here's another example of his limited palette. This is like all those colors that you were talking about, like, oh, yellow, green, blue, and these are painted in with different limited palettes. I would search up James Gurney limited palette or Gamut mask. He has a YouTube video on it specifically. I'll link it in the chat for you.
I have a tablet but don't have a hotspot to work it properly. You need a hotspot to use a tablet? Maybe for a certain program?
Well, we need a hotspot to work our stinking alarm clocks.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Yeah, I would check through that sort of thing. I don't really feel like going into all of it today, but it has to do with understanding what your warms and cools are in the piece. So you'll notice he doesn't actually really have a blue. He's used gray. He's used like a grayish green in the sky here. See? This blue sky? He's sacrificed the blue sky, but he has a really vibrant yellow. And in this one, he has a really vibrant blue sky, but he's sacrificed the yellow. See, the yellow is actually a green. And so you're not actually able to get certain colors with a limited palette. So you basically have to create the illusion of those colors through relationships. And that's how you would handle like complicated colors, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. What do you do to take care of your wrists after a long day of drawing?
I don't know. I don't really get wrist pain. I draw with big strokes most of the times in my elbow, and I don't press really hard. I don't grip really hard. I don't grip hard or tight or anything.
I mean, if you want, you can do like little stretches like this. You like hold your palm out, and then you like hold it back. Those are some very common wrist stretches. Yep.
Wacom's classic, but right now I think it's more of a pay for branding. They work great. Like, they're expensive, but they're really, really good tablets. I love the Intuos large. I don't necessarily recommend everybody get them. Like, there's other good brands too, but they're good. Like, there's a reason a very large amount of the professional industry uses them still. They used to be better. Like, I don't think they're a wonderful company, but they make great products, especially their Pro series, like the Cintiq Pros or the Intuos Pros. But a lot of people can't afford them, which is totally fine. There's other brands out there.
Is there a way to get that wheel without it being so pixelated and small? What wheel?
Yeah, what wheel? Huion, they're great. They actually sent us a free tablet to review, and I was really impressed by it. It was the Canvas
16
Gen 3.
Wait, Gen 3, yeah. Oops. Yeah, Gen 3.
Really liked it. It didn't have a super vibrant screen, but that was my only complaint. It was very responsive. It was really quiet. It was very lightweight. It was almost like the thickness of like an iPad. It was nice.
The one on screen right now? Oh, that's on YouTube, I think. The just that Gamut mask thing.
Oh yeah, this is just a thumbnail of a YouTube video. This is a James Gurney video. It's called, by James Gurney's channel, it says Gamut Masking. This is literally his this is the video title. I'll just take a screenshot of it. That's the video title and his YouTube channel. You can take a screenshot of that.
I've not worked with any Bosto tablets.
Haven't heard of it. I don't have a ton of tablets. I mean, I don't really see a reason to buy a bunch of tablets. It just costs a bunch of money, and I can only use one at a time.
That's true.
That's why Huion sent us a free tablet, because they knew we probably wouldn't buy one, because we already have them.
Yeah.
But anyways, there's Christina's Tira.
I like drawing Tira with very, very, very long hair sometimes. I'll get into the Rapunzel mood.
Yes, this is actually an iPad.
Yes, this
is
an
I was
iPad.
drawing on the PC with Photoshop. When I switched this over, this is Photoshop. This is Colton on the computer painting. And then when I switch over to this and you see the hand, that is Christina on the iPad Pro. Look at Applejack.
Oh, he's so silly. Apple baby. Applejack, why were you such a butt?
And Applejack draws with his dookie on the floor, I guess.
He does.
Look at him, dude.
Oh my gosh. Boop.
Dang, big yawn.
Mm-hmm. But like any drawing, I'm kind of just deciding, do I want this to be a low-key, high-key piece? What values do I want to use? Like for me, this piece right here is very, very light. So I tend to draw Tira very light for some reason. I don't know, like because I think it feels like it matches her vibe. She's very clean girl vibe.
Okay, 3 cats.
And so like if I added like really dark darks, maybe if I want to add a dark, I can definitely give her like a dark outfit. But that would be probably as dark as I would go. And just keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid, I guess. But instead, we won't say stupid, we'll say keep it simple, silly. I don't know. I don't have any favorite MLP characters.
I haven't seen MLP.
I have not seen MLP. The reason why Applejack is named that way is because he's named after the cereal from the shelter, and we just kept that name. Notice how there'll be times where in your drawing, you'll notice that things blend into each other. And if you want this effect, that'll be really, really cool. But if you don't want this effect because, oh, I want to actually see that hair strand, you can just like add a holding line. Yeah. Like that. And now you've separated. So like you can blend things in. Oh, now my exposure is being weird. But you can choose if you want this to blend in or not. And that's like just multiple solutions.
Yeah. There are many correct solutions.
Yeah.
And then there's also a lot of solutions that people don't think about. So it's really not a solution. It's more like just whatever I happen to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Pray it works.
Pray it works and just try an experiment.
The more experience you get, the more foundation you learn, the more solutions you will have in your pocket to solve problems.
Yeah.
Because that's what painting, that's what artworks are. They're just problems that you're solving. Like, how do I show this idea? How do I tell this story? What shapes do I use? What angle do I use? What lighting do I use to get across what I'm trying to get across? It's just problem solving. Ever taken a long break from drawing? Yes.
Yeah.
There was a period of time where I barely drew for, oh my gosh, like an entire year or something.
Yeah, you barely drew for an entire year. You were just really burned out.
I was very burned out. I needed to mix it up.
You needed to think about art in a different way.
Merbtan, hello, welcome. Terra is elegant.
Terra. That's an interesting way to spell it.
Would it be okay if I turned one of your OCs into a plushie?
Yes.
100%.
If you turned Ray into a plushie, that'd be so amazing.
Oh my gosh, you mean like a real plushie?
Like, do you mean like a real plushie, or do you mean like a drawing of a plushie?
Like a
which both
like
is
a
great.
Crochet or something.
Mickey
Crafty
plushie
Teddy.
would be super cute.
Are you one of the people taking our live class?
Yeah.
Teddy? Crafty? End of Chino. That's a
Chino.
That's a user I haven't seen in a long time. Real plushie.
How's it been?
Ooh.
Real plushie. Ooh. Well, I'd love to see it. Honestly, I would love to see all the characters as plushies, but like you can choose whichever you want.
Awesome Muffin. Hello, you really helped me improve my drawing. Now I draw super good and pro because of you. Awesome.
Aw, yay.
Drawing Miki right now. Thank you.
Nice. I would say if you did make a plushie, I'd love to like if you send it to us, we would like have it forever.
Yeah, I would 100%. Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy.
Oh
That'd
my
be
gosh.
a first.
If we had actual plushies of a character, that'd be so cool. That'd be so good. I would actually
If no one could
that'd be
see
so
your
crazy.
art, would you still make it? Yeah.
honestly, we don't even post our art
Most
that
of the
much.
stuff I make, nobody ever sees.
Anyways, yeah, like we're used to it.
Literally, like,
We make art for ourselves to
welcome
challenge
to-
ourselves.
Welcome to being a concept artist, honestly. Everything's NDA forever. RIP. I might just spam you guys with Kevin fan art. He needs more love.
Yes, sure,
He
do it.
does.
Yeah, he does need more love,
Working
honestly.
on a comm right now. Nice to have a drawing stream open while I work. Awesome, Chino.
Nice.
You should be more active in the Discord server. It's fun.
It is fun, and people do comms as well.
It is fun. People do comms. People will probably commission you if you post
If
in
you're
the commission channel
active.
and talk to people. I don't know if you need commissions, but there's a lot of people who hire commissions in our server.
Ooh, you know what I'll do? I'll give her
It's like no one
headband.
gets to see my art anyways, basically, dude.
Yeah.
I have so much concept art I've made that is never going to see the light of day ever. I'd love to make your OCs into plushies. I just need to see front and back view of them. That'd be sick.
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
When did art stop being fun for you? When I got too focused on the destination rather than having fun doing it.
Oh yeah, Crafty Kitty. I would actually love to see what your plushies look like. I'm super curious.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be
send
so
them,
cool.
Send them to
DM
Crafts.
to us.
Crafts
Yeah, crafts.
channel.
Yeah, craft channel and at us.
At us, yes. Whenever I see a question in chat that says, "How do I get good as fast as possible?" or "What's the best way to get XYZ?" that's a big red flag for me, because that was exactly what caused me to burn out and not draw for like a really, really, really long time and not enjoy art for a long time.
Well, people think that question is like, well, that just proves I want to get better. And it's like, yeah, of course you want to get better. But like the motivation to try to find like the meta is kind of like the heart's leading to a unhealthy place. It can.
There's a Discord invite right there.
But it's
That better
like,
be it. Yep.
I also tend to think of it like, well, what do you do art for? You know, like, why do you want to get better at art so fast? Is it just because you're just impatient? Or is it because, like, you genuinely, you know, like, where's your heart at?
I
you know?
don't think it's bad to really want to get better.
It's not bad
Like,
at all.
I really want to get better. But if that's, like, the only purpose is to try and be, like, an artist that flexes as fast as possible, it's a very dangerous way to think about it, because like I wasn't focused on flexing. It was like a transactional thing to me. Like if I get better at art, I get more concept jobs, I get paid more, and I don't struggle financially, and art started to become like a transactional thing. But I don't necessarily think that where is it? Is turning art into a job low-key killing creativity? I don't necessarily think so. I think there's a happy balance. We do this for a living. I love it.
I love it.
I love doing art for jobs. I think it's super fun. I think it's a really great way to get pushed. I think it's a great way to make your best artwork and to have a challenge. You have clients. It's like a high risk, high reward. It's really fun. It's like playing a game where if you die in the game, you get set back for hours, right? It can be really fun.
I think it's the mentality.
Yeah, it's like a mentality. There's lots of people who do art for a living and they love it. Like, they absolutely love it. Loopsy, hello, welcome.
Hi.
How you doing? Do you draw because you love it or because you're good at it? Both?
I mean, if I were to draw because I'm good at it, I would have failed like since day one, because my
Certainly
drawings.
not in the beginning.
Yeah, certainly not in the beginning. Like I don't draw because I draw good. I draw because I like it.
Yeah, nobody's good at it to start, so it's kind of impossible to start that way.
Yeah.
Is the best way to getting better at art consistency? Huh? Is the best way to getting better at art? Oh, is the best way to get it? Yeah, I mean, I would say being consistent, you're going to get consistent improvement over a long period of time.
I've drawn our cats as humans. I tried drawing Applejack, but I'm not very good at drawing cats, so didn't turn out as good as I wanted it.
Yeah, I think getting better is absolutely a motivational factor. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad at all to want to get better, to try to get better quickly, when you base your entire art personality around the fastest, absolute meta sweat way to improve. It just sends up warning flags, because those kind of people usually burn out really bad and quit.
It's like in an effort to, so like I think the best way to improve is to learn to like it. Learn to like the process of learning. Learn to just enjoy art for the sake of doing art. Do it with nobody watching, and you will continue because you have that healthy relationship.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of comments as
Yeah.
well. Would love to. Okay. What's going on now? Do I have stuff? Oh, someone ordered heads an hour ago. I think we got 2 people who ordered the heads. Yeah, by the way, chat, these are available on TikTok Shop. These reference models, we made them ourselves. Every single one is hand drawn. Christina draws the eyes on it. I draw the lines on it. And they are manufactured in our house. We 3D printed them. We built the models ourselves in Blender. A lot of trial and error. They're really, really good for head angles and understanding the topology of the head.
Yeah,
they're on sale. Wait, the sale might actually be over now.
Really?
They're like $25.
Yeah.
And they're great.
So
there was a sale running, but I don't know if it's over. You can go check TikTok. I have no idea if there's a sale going on. There was like an hour left when I checked earlier. 7 minutes left on the sale. Forgot about that.
Wow, 7 minutes left. Get it while you can. How are you able to stick to an art style? Whenever I draw, it's a new art style every time. That has to do with fundamentals. But also just because, like, when you're learning, your art style will fluctuate a lot. But, that's a normal thing.
Yeah, it'll absolutely fluctuate.
Your style will also fluctuate depending on your interests. So, like, if you one day really like drawing 80s anime styles and you draw it a lot, you're going to draw it in an 80s anime style. And then if you understand the fundamentals, you can switch styles, whatever.
What about master studies? Oh, they're so
Masters are good. Master studies are great.
Master studies are you trying to understand how someone very good solved a problem successfully. It's like, they're so good. Master studies are phenomenal.
They're fantastic.
I would put them on the level of, like, doing a still life.
S tier.
Yeah, they're definitely an S tier. If you're doing a master study, I would specifically be looking to study, like, one thing. Like, the composition or...
the
value design or whatever.
Because there's a lot of stuff at work when it comes to those illustrations. Like, they have to solve multiple problems. And sometimes, like, you just can't, compute sometimes with solving multiple problems at once.
If anime is stylized realism, should I learn how to draw realism first? I think the answer is, like, yes and no. Yes, there is no anime perspective. There's just perspective. So it's all realism. There is no anime lighting. There's just lighting and light direction. There is no anime color theory. There's just color theory. So a lot of anime is just the fundamentals that everything else uses. But with, like, head and face proportions and stuff, it's really up to you. I mean, I would definitely recommend learning the planes of the head, learning the skull. It's going to help your anime art a lot. A lot of really high-level anime artists, they're super good at the fundamentals. Like, they all are. It depends on your goals, but, like, there isn't an anime version of a lot of those fundamentals.
Yeah. They have to have a base, which generally would be, like, drawing realistically.
Yeah.
Now, that's not to be confused with, like, hyperrealism, because, like, that's different.
Yeah.
Hyperrealism is, like, you're just completely doing, like, things observationally.
Yeah, but, like, design is design.
Yeah.
Like, shape language is shape language. Like, there isn't an anime shape language. There's just shape language. Like,
yeah.
What you'll notice, like, as you get better and as you take classes is there aren't different versions of the fundamentals. It's just, like, how you apply those same fundamentals.
And another thing that also helps you improve is you need to step away from what you usually do. Like, if you're so used to doing, like, this one process, it's really hard to see any difference if you just don't change that, if you know what I mean. Like, you want to learn painting, abandon what you usually do.
Yeah. Like, there's no anime figure drawing. There's just figure drawing. Like, figure drawing is drawing the human body. Like, you may draw the outline different, or you may do the proportions a little bit differently, but, like, if you draw an anime character, the bicep isn't all of a sudden on the foot. Like, you don't put the deltoid on the knee. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, there is no anime anatomy. There's just anatomy and figure drawing.
It's just stylized.
And then you can just tweak the proportions a little bit, put a different face on it, cell shade it, simplify the costume or clothing, which, again, there's no anime costume drawing. There's just clothing and costume drawing. Like, there's no anime version of a pipe fold or a diaper fold or a zigzag fold. Like, there is no anime version of things. It's like, so yeah, like, that's why they don't teach them, is because they don't really exist.
Yeah.
Like, we teach fundamentals. Like, we have a perspective class or we have a figure drawing class, it's real human figure drawing. It just has people who want to draw anime in mind. So we'll talk about, like, you know, whatever. Make the head a little bit bigger. Put an anime face on it if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Bicep, tricep, you know, whatever. Humerus, radius and ulna, that kind of stuff. It's like, I don't know. It's just anatomy.
Yeah. For the sake of the stream.
Whose art is this?
This is
Christina's drawing right now.
mine. Cut.
Do you think spinning a wheel to force myself to draw new things is a good idea? I would say try it and make content out of it and let other people know if it worked for you.
Yeah. There. Now it's better to see on the camera because it keeps overexposing it.
Oh.
Hair is so shiny.
Yeah,
I have
we're
to
married.
work within this. Yeah, we're married.
Wow. Your drawing looks so cute.
Thank you.
Anime is stylized from realism. Yeah, everything is.
Everything
like,
is.
Everything is derived from the real world. So absolutely, like, you know, rendering.
You can't escape it.
Light, shadow, bounce light, subsurface scattering. Like, there's just real stuff.
It may look different on the surface, but it's actually all the same fundamentals. Like, I would not be able to do this without figure drawing. I would not be able to do this without doing a bunch of studies. How would you shade white hair? We actually talked about that earlier.
Yes, we did talk about that earlier.
If you want to rewind to like this point right here, we're also on YouTube.
Yeah, the streaming on YouTube channel is Draw Anime Academy. You can rewind the stream. We talked a lot about color theory.
Yep.
We did a lot of fun color theory stuff today. We talked about simultaneous contrast. We talked about muddy color and value. We talked about value grouping. Where the heck is that layer? Here it is. We talked about shading things that are white. So, like, different lighting situations for the same sort of stuff. What else? We talked about Christina drew the whole demo of Tira. Oh, there was a critique, a paint over.
To save space, I didn't end up saving the before version, but I have it here. I have it.
Oh.
I just have it saved here.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't have it. 1 second. So this was a critique. This was the original artwork. And then this was the edited. Whoop, that's wrong. Do here. Before, after.
I have at both of you on crafts. Ooh, nice.
Ooh, awesome.
Oh, those are
you
so
made
cute.
those?
How do you make those?
What? Oh my gosh. If you made a Ray one,
That's crazy.
I would like flip out.
Oh my
I'd rather
goodness.
commission you
That's
than you just
sick.
like.
Wait, those are cool.
Those are so cool. Oh my gosh. You should do plushie commissions.
Yes, you should do plushie commissions. Those are so cool, dude. What? You made these?
I can't believe you made these. These are amazing.
That's cool. Oh, that one's cute.
That one is so cute. I can see why they call you
Chat.
Crafty Ketty.
That's sick. Yo, what? Get this person some commissions.
I
dude.
know. Honestly. Oops. Oh my gosh. Oh, there it is. That is so cool.
Just seeing better artists inspire you or ruin your mood. Oh, it inspires the heck out of me, dude.
Me too.
Because it's achievable. Like, there's more out there to learn. There's more out there to, like, grow. And, of course, the way that I think about it is, like, every new thing I learn, I can just come and teach it as well. It's like if I learn some new sick thing, I'm literally on TikTok and YouTube, like, teaching it as soon as possible and being like, chat, you got to hear what I learned. This is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You made over 50. That's crazy.
Wow.
All you need is a front and back view of the OC.
Okay.
Let's go.
How many are you willing to do?
Yeah. Let's get in contact about this, dude.
Yeah.
That'd
be so
have
cool.
you ever experimented art without line art? Yeah.
Yep.
100%.
This is without line art.
Yeah, it's just painting. There's like a little line here and there, but the whole thing's pretty much without line art. The cheek, the neck,
A bit of the arm.
a little
Like
bit of
has
the
some
arm.
holding lines and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's just painting. I did that all the time. Here's a piece that I painted recently. There's no line art in this. It's just a painting. Look at all these vegetables, dude.
Yummy.
Chat, fundamentals. People are like, ew, I don't want to eat vegetables. But like, be honest. If you saw this basket, does that not look delicious to you?
Bro, I just want to make a nice vegetable soup out of it.
Like, veggies are delicious. They're yummy.
Honestly, sometimes one of my favorite comfort food is just a nice, hearty vegetable soup.
500
And it's
Mickey
so clean.
plushies.
What's wait, we had a commission question up there earlier about like how do I get commissions? How do I get more clientele for commissions? I've advertised and I just can't get any.
I mean, honestly, it's a very active process. Become friends with people. People commission you because you have good art and they like you. Like,
Yeah.
people don't want to commission people they don't know or like. So you have to kind of build up a reputation or build up, like, people know who you are. You're cool. Because, like, it's buying a commission, like, it's all psychology, right? It's like
Business.
people buy things because it evokes a certain feeling. It's like, oh, my character. But also, I love the artist who did the commission. They're such a cool person. Their style
I wanna
is really
support
nice.
them, you
I want
know?
to support them. It's a whole package. It's not just I draw your
Advertise.
character. Like,
Yeah.
like some people will do that. But a lot of people, it's about the whole package. Like, you'll notice there's people in our community who just nonstop get commissions. And everybody loves them. They have amazing art. The whole package is good. Like, that's... My comfort food is beef stew with potatoes and veggies. That's good,
Oh,
dude.
that's good.
That Fox said that.
Oh, that's good. Also understand that. Oh man, I just had it earlier. 1 second. It's a relationship, as well as a business.
Yeah, Discord channel. You can get it on our linky on our profile.
Yes.
So go to drawanime.com
Right here.
and you can join it from there.
How do I make the clothes? It's hard to think of some. You find your favorite outfits that you're like, oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. Save it all, then draw those outfits.
Any new
You're gonna
ships
learn outfits
of
that
your
way.
OCs lately? No.
Any what?
Any new ships of your OCs
Oh no,
lately?
we don't do ships. At least not amongst the girls or anything.
Not really, no. Forgot how fun Miki is to draw.
Oh, she's great.
Say that louder so people in the back can hear. Beaver forgot how fun Miki is to draw.
I
If you
forgot how
want
fun
something
Tira is to
fun to draw. We still have some of your stickers in the Discord server, Chino.
Oh yeah, we do.
Chino, one of our OGs from back in the day, is in YouTube chat. Chino drew some of our OG Discord stickers from way back in the day, like the Miki drawing one,
The tired one.
the phone ones.
Yeah, the phone one. Wait, what? Phone ones?
Yeah, this one.
I drew
Nyani.
those.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Nyani?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't tell, dude.
We did the Mickey blush.
That one was.
Yeah,
Chino.
that one was Chino's.
Where's the blush one?
Up.
Oh, the laughing one was Chino's.
No, that's mine.
That's yours too?
Yeah. He did the Mickey Nyahaha.
Miki Nyahaha.
That's
Yeah, the
Chino's.
Miki Nyahaha was. See, I forget.
Up there.
What the
Up, up,
heck?
up, up,
Where?
up. There.
Oh, there it is. There's Chino's. I thought Chino did the phone one.
No, I did that one.
Oh, you did both of those?
They did the Mickey blush and then the Mickey pout.
The pout
You'll
one.
see it. Up in the middle.
That one?
Yep, that one's
Oh, Chino
Chino's.
did that one.
You can tell. It's pretty close, so I can see why it's a bit different.
I don't remember.
Can't
It's so
tell.
long. Number one shipper. Also learn to market yourself in smart areas. For example, you wouldn't go to a basketball game and say, let me paint you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, artists don't generally, like, some do, but like the clientele that buys commissions may not be the same clientele that is your friend group of artists.
Yeah.
Like trying to sell fish to other fishermen. You know, like, they're
Yeah.
just like, well, I could just go fish myself. We all need to find some place to you know, sell our fish.
Okay.
Muffin, have a good one.
Bye. Okay, I'm kind of annoyed with this like section right here. I'm just gonna remove it. This didn't feel very good. Yeah, that's better. It felt a little bit distracting.
But like a lot of the time, like you just have to build up a reputation over time. Things take time. Like you can achieve a lot more than you think. Things just take time. Like things don't happen overnight usually. Like, you know, we grew whatever 220,000 followers on TikTok. We started doing TikTok literally in, when was our first TikTok that we uploaded? Like, I don't think we even have it. It was like the, Drew Miki again. When was that uploaded? 2022, August 2022. Like we started uploading TikToks. We actually have some that were deleted before that.
Because we just didn't like them. No for commissioners. Self-shippers love commissioning. Oh, I can see why. I can see why.
And like that is like market knowledge, right? You understand the market and you understand how to position yourself. Like, and I mean, you know, it just understanding what people are looking for, how to satisfy that desire, how to. Do
you also want to do that kind of art too? Like,
yeah.
If self-shipping's not your thing, then don't do commissions with it. But if you're willing to do it, then that's a great market to be in.
Yeah. Yeah, some artists do buy art from other artists, and I think that there's a whole community and industry for that as well, as you know what I mean. I almost said as well twice. As well as well. I never really did sorry, flying cat hair. I never really did commissions. I skipped commissions and went straight to trying to get hired professionally, like by game studios and stuff. Like when I started working, my very first job was doing theme park design. So I don't know. I was never really interested in doing commissions that much. I'm not against them. I found out about concept art and they said you could draw dragons and spaceships for a living, and I shot straight for that. But we actually get commissions done for our community and Discord server and stuff. Like if you see our Discord profile, our Discord banner with all the girls' faces, that's a commission. We hired Loud to do that. I love hiring people to do commissions. Oh my gosh, we thought of an idea recently. If we ran like a competition or a art event, we were thinking what could we do for giveaways, and we would hire an artist and have like a golden ticket. So the winner of the event, like, you know, we ran that event in the past.
The contest, character design contest.
Yeah, the character design contest. And there were 3 winners. We were thinking, what if we like hired an artist in the community who does commissions, and we like pay them, and then the winner of the competition gets that golden ticket, so they get a commission from that artist. I think that would be cool. I explained that horribly.
No, I
like we pay for them to get a commission from an artist as a reward, or as a
prize.
As a prize. Then we could support artists in the community and also have cool prizes for people.
Yeah, I think that's pretty genius.
Do you guys prefer paper-like screens for drawing or regular? Definitely a texture.
Definitely texture. It makes it feel more like fun.
Dragons and spaceships is such a mood. Yeah. I remembered an art job I did a long time ago. I actually designed some sparrows for Destiny. There were a lot of different sparrow designs, and I did a short job where I think my mentor sent it to me. You remember that game Destiny? There was like that those like bikes, hover bike things that you could ride. I never really played Destiny much. I designed a couple sparrows for Destiny. Totally forgot about it. That's called vouching. That sounds kind of dumb. I think I'd call it like golden ticket or something.
I'm doing the drawing again, but bigger. I'm so scared how this would turn out. Honestly, make a smaller version and just sketch and pre-plan. Pre-plan your drawing so that you're not just like going into this blindly. You're like, I'm like paralyzed. You can do studies before you finish it. So like you can just take my paint over and just like try to reverse engineer if you want this result. Like you're fine to, I'm fine with you like just you're literally doing what I did if that's what you want to do. And make it smaller. Like once you're happy with it and you're like, oh yeah, I got it, I know how to do this, then you move on to a bigger version. That can probably help. But I think you'll do fine. And not only that, but like don't forget, this isn't going to be your last drawing of these two characters. Like, you're going to be drawing more and more. So just do your best. Just do your best. Nothing can go wrong with that.
I'm super in Blizzard style. Nice. From Bungie, yes. But I was freelancing, so I didn't work directly with Bungie. I worked with a studio that was working with Bungie. You know, speaking of Blizzard, I finally heard back from David. He's like,
you did?
I hadn't heard back from him for a while because he's like flying all around and up to David's shenanigans, you know. One of my classmates back in the day, he did a ton of work for World of Warcraft. He worked with Blizzard for a really long time. Here's some of the pictures he sent me. He's like flying around. I don't know where the heck that is. If you want to see Christina.
Oh, that's pretty. Whoa.
He's like got
that's
a bunch
sick.
of like mask cool stuff.
This is our OC Tira. But now I'm curious that people have said like, oh, this looks like Maria. I'm like, now I'm gonna look at it.
Dude, look at this.
That's so cool. Whoa, that's sick. That is
It's like
so
it's in
cool.
real life. You said it. It triggered.
Could you help me render blue because sometimes it feels off?
I don't know what you mean by rendering.
What do you mean by?
blue.
You mean like rendering blue things? Maria Robotnik. Now I'm curious.
How do you make a base body? Christina doesn't make any base bodies. She just draws the body every single time.
She
Who is
does it
it?
very similar, actually.
Oh,
That's from I don't know, but this is like that's
know who
sick.
that
I
is.
love that.
Is that from Sonic?
I guess they say it's from Sonic.
Dude, check these out.
Oh my
Look at
gosh, she's so
those.
pretty. It's a girl from Sonic. Okay, wow, that's so cool. No, it's not. It's not her. I know she got the blonde hair, blue eyes, and the headband, but no, it ain't her.
This is Tira. This is our character from Anime Academy. This is
Yeah.
what she looks like.
I love
Here's a
finding
sticker of her.
characters that are like similar to each other because like nothing's new under the sun, but I love finding like an interesting character twin.
Dude, look at this crazy thing.
Man, those must be like. That's so interesting.
And Rudy says he's still making games. I'll have to get David on sometime.
We got a person that's the same name as Tira. We have another Tira in the chat.
Tira.
Is it a nickname or is it
Yes.
like actually your name?
Yes, that's a big question. What was Tira? Was Tira's name?
Tira's
right?
is Tira's name. Yeah, like it's not a nickname or anything.
My real name is. Huh? Was that a typo? YouTube just has less people, so it gets missed sometimes. YouTube actually has more people than TikTok most of the time these days.
Oh, it's my real name. Okay, gotcha.
Oh!
Yay! We've had a name
Awesome.
twin.
Oh,
That's
it's
great.
my real name. I thought
Yeah.
that said my real name is Heh.
Yeah.
I was like, what does that mean? Tira is my name. That's cool. Dingleberry, welcome.
Dingleberry. You'd love to meet.
You would love our cat, Applejack. He gets lots and lots of dingleberries,
Dingleberries.
just like you. I mean, if your name's Dingleberry, you might get dingleberries, right?
That's true.
He probably has one right now.
What?
What? Yeah. Toby. Oh my gosh, dude. Toby basically has a perma dingleberry. Like permanent dingleberry.
How about you just remove it?
I do. I
Oh.
do, and it's just back there the next day. But it never grows. It's just, if it's gone, it's either
Is
1
it-
or 0.
Well, okay.
If
I get why it's gone. It's because when he poops the next time, it pushes out the dingleberry.
It replaces it.
and it replaces it with
But
a
it
new
never
dingleberry.
will grow. It never grows on top of the last dingleberry.
Yeah. Bye, Mira.
Bye, Mira.
No, dingleberry means something else.
Dingleberry.
Is
I don't
that-
know. I've
I've
always heard of
it as like a little butt, like little poop at the end.
dookie berry that hangs. That's always been the definition of dingleberry. If
That's-
someone changed it, that's not canon.
You know, we found a boba shop that was named Dingleberries, and we're like, ew.
Yeah,
and
there
it had a poop.
Yeah.
As the logo, and I'm like, I ain't eating there.
Yeah, someone may try to turn it into something else, but
No, it's forever.
canonically,
It's pretty heckin' good. It's not cold anymore, but I mean, it's good.
you know what else is pretty heckin' good?
All right, there's my little
Oh.
Tira image. I like drawing Tira. I'll have like Tira moods. I'll be like, ooh, I'm feeling classy today. So I'll like, wait, that should be a good TikTok. Like, do you just draw different OCs depending on your mood? Like, if I'm feeling like, not depressed, but if I'm feeling like dark and edgy, I guess I draw Ray. And I draw a lot. I guess I feel edgy quite often.
I think I'm gonna die in this
house.
house.
Something like that. But if I feel elegant, I'll be like, oh, I'll draw Tira. If I feel cutesy, if I feel like, ooh, cheerful, I'll draw Miki. I gotta put a hair tie on. I'm getting kind of sweaty. Ew. Look. Full cat hair on this hair tie. My first time here. Welcome to the brain rot stream of the century. I don't know. Made a library cafe RP group called Chocolate Cafe. Oh, that's cute.
Random question: do you think it's better to learn from drawing manga or anime? Probably manga.
Probably manga. Like actual, like legit,
like studying it. Yeah, like a manga book or screenshots of an anime. Most probably manga, but it depends on your goals.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what else to add to this Tira image. I think I'll just leave it. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to add a bit more, but I don't know what to add. So I'm like, need to add a shadow down here.
Where should I start if I want to learn coloring? This stream, actually.
Yep.
Kind of. We are live on YouTube as well. We've been live for 2 hours and 45 minutes. We talked a lot about color theory today. We talked about a lot of important concepts like the relationship between warms and cools. We talked a little bit about the color wheel. We talked about how to mix neutrals. Value at the end of the day is going to come out, king with color, because color is not actually all that important. Value and shapes are much, much more important. The triangle the pyramid rather, goes on the bottom, middle, let me do this, and top.
Looks like a ziggurat now.
In order of importance, we have shape. Next, value, which is lightness and darkness. And finally, on top, the bottom is the most important, by the way, color. This is the number one. The reason is because you can't tell what anything is without a shape. Like, if there's no shape here, what is it? There's a circle. That's a shape. Here's a square. There's a shape. If I draw like a box, each side of this box is a shape. Right? Let's take this.
I want to learn how to
shapes.
draw. I want to learn how to draw, but where did you learn? We learned from various places.
A lot of different places. Shape.
That's a shape.
Shape. Without these shapes, without arranging these shapes, you can't tell what the object is, right? If I put this up here and I put this over here, like, we don't know what this is. It doesn't mean anything. It's only when these shapes are arranged in a meaningful way that we can see what this thing is. And no matter what value or color I make this, it will never be a box if it doesn't have the box shapes, right? I could make this pink. I could make this blue. It doesn't matter. I can make it any value, any color. If the shapes are not right, you can't tell what it is. So shape is the most important. Shape defines what it is. Value is next. Value is like the lightness and darkness. So if I raise this up or lower it, right? Value is how we see things. So if this top of the box had no value separation, you wouldn't see it. It wouldn't be there, right? And then color is the final piece of that. And if the shape and the value are decent, the color itself, it doesn't really matter that much, right? You can go, what is it? Is it this? Is it that? Ooh, who knows? Who cares? Doesn't really matter that much. Now, there's going to be a relationship that forms between these colors, and that is definitely worth thinking about for sure. But at the end of the day, if Christina drew this face and the shape of the chin
Oh boy. Hold up. Let me make sure I'm
a
right.
new layer.
Okay.
If the shape was wrong, it wouldn't look good. Like
Oh.
it doesn't matter.
What if I did this?
Oh dear. Yeah. The shape literally changes what it is. The value doesn't really change the thing, right? And like, if you want to learn about color, you have to understand that color is more of like a surface level thing. It is less like part of the structure of the thing, and it's more
There.
like that, you know? And the value, like you could darken this, you could lighten it.
Yeah. Well, it's like if this was a square, it wouldn't be an arm anymore. It would just be like, it wouldn't be a tube. It wouldn't be an arm. An arm is a tube.
The Crimson Chin, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking the Crimson Chin.
Clef, the boy chin wonder. That's
Boy
from
Chin
Fairly Odd
Wonder.
Parents.
Is that like Boy Wonder, like Robin? Or something
It's
like
a Fairly Odd Parents reference.
that? Yeah. What
Cosmo
brush do
and
you
Wanda
use?
and all them. I watched that as a kid a lot.
I
It was
remember
such a
watching
dumb
a little
show,
bit of it.
but it was great.
I was always scared about the Crimson Chin's origin story because of the way how like the guy bit his chin and it like
Oh, yeah, I remember
stretched
that.
it. I was like, ew. I was like, ow, my chin.
So that's what it is. Like it seems very obvious, but it's really it is obvious, but it's hard to remember when you're in the middle of drawing.
Well, you have to juggle so many problems that this doesn't become obvious anymore. That's why you have to like zoom out a lot. You got to think like super simple. Like, what's your main idea? Are these like details distracting from your image? How long did it take you to draw her to look so gorgeous? I started this drawing since the start of stream.
Yeah, she worked on and off on it the whole stream.
Yeah.
And we've been live for 2 hours and 50 minutes.
I'd say this probably took about like maybe 40 minutes.
Yeah, maybe 40 minutes to an hour. I don't
Yeah.
know. She draws them on stream all the time.
I do.
Like,
This is our comfort zone, so
this is like she draws these sort of things on stream all the time. There's
do.
one that she did recently.
There's one.
There's one of Abby.
I do these a lot just because it's fun.
What else? There's literally
There's so many.
Here's Miki.
Oh yeah, I did that one.
She did
With a
that
big
one
head.
on stream. I mean, look at this. Look at the scroll bar on the side.
It's so tiny.
This is all from streaming. This is the stream iPad.
Oh look, I used to do these a lot too. Stuff like this. That's old. You can see that I'm still like trying to test things out.
Years ago.
Yeah, this is
That's
like
fun.
years
I
ago.
like that piece. It's Miki and June
Miki and
eating
June.
ramen.
And then
I think you're a lot more bolder with your decisions now.
I am.
I wouldn't show that one because they like to demonetize that one.
This one?
No, the other.
Oh yeah, the other one, yeah. That one I was testing out that style a bit. Oh yeah, that one.
Oh, there's that one.
Yep, I
These
really
are
like.
old, dude.
These
These
are
are
old. These are old. I would probably redraw them at some point.
That's fun, Mr. Peculiar. Y'all bring so much comfort. I turn on your lives and just draw.
Aw, thank
Appreciate it.
you.
Do you know how many OCs we have? Like, I mean, in what world? So,
Yeah.
Because we have 8 in our book, volume 2, and then we have 8 characters in the Anime Academy, universe. But then Christina has a couple of her own characters.
Yep.
I pretty much only have Miki
You
and
only,
Abby.
you only have 2.
Dude, I need to make more characters.
I have like my own characters. I mainly draw Ray, but I have like other characters that I haven't like fully decided if I wanted to draw them yet. But I have a few. Oh yeah, I drew this one as well. Oh, this one was cute. You notice that my colors are very desaturated.
Yeah, you draw a lot more saturated.
I draw a lot more saturated now. It's like my style has changed a bit in the color, and I never noticed. I think it's just 'cause I'm having more fun with the saturation. Like once I learned how to, there's another one here. This one's more like line work heavy.
That one was fun.
That one's cool. But yeah, you can see my saturation.
Dude, I
is
need
really
to do
upped up.
more.
Oh yeah, this was the jelly hair attempt that first time. Chat, you know that our newest carousel on our TikTok? This was the kind of the inspiration for me, at least.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I want to make that carousel.
The jelly hair TikTok.
Yeah.
Food hair. What's up?
No, nothing. Just making sure it
Y'all have no OCs because Fox eats them all.
We have barely any OCs.
Dang.
Oh, this one's fun. This was a study. Genshin study.
Fox got a set of stickers in her head package.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, what are you gonna stick them on?
Yeah, are you gonna stick them on mugs?
Speaking of stickers, we just picked up another set of 250 of our little Anime Academy
Chubbing stickers.
They're so cute.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where they are.
I don't know either.
They look like
at
this.
Tira.
They look like that. They're big stickers that we put on each box.
They're too pretty. I don't know if I can. Oh,
I know what you
sketchbook.
mean. I know what you mean.
I know what you mean. They're
Laptop,
pretty durable.
phone, iPad, forehead.
Ooh, sure, crafty. I'll do it. I'll draw the back view versions of them too. And by the way, take as long as you need. I know that those take a long time, but it's so cool. That'll be so cool. By the way, if you always have trouble with drawing heads from different angles or lighting them, we have these models right here. You can get these on TikTok Shop.
Yep.
We made these models to help you to draw heads. Like if you don't know how to draw side view, oh, you got one right here. And they come in a set of teen girl and teen boy. Get those really hard to reach angles like this.
Hard to reach angles.
Hard to reach angles. hard to draw angles. Like this and that.
By the way, chat, I have to ask, would you guys be interested in me doing like environment type demos where I actually do something like this on stream and I like start with the colors and
what if you just started from start to finish on
where
a
I
stream?
start? Well, this would take me 5 or 6 hours probably.
Well, at least you'd be working on something on and off.
Yeah, that would be fun. You know, maybe start like something like this, like really, really basic. Block in the colors, throw all that stuff in, and then, you know, detail. It would take me a while. Like, I don't know if I'd be able to complete an image in a day, but I start these very simply, by the way. Like,
a lot of people are saying yes, so that's great.
I like to start with not white.
Not white.
And I'll literally show you how simply I start them. I just go fill something in. That's a pretty color, dude.
That is a really pretty color. Dude, like that in yellow. That'd be so pretty.
Yeah, I'll just like choose a light and a dark.
I'm so excited to see this one.
Well, I would probably start with like a line work or something, but like, you know, maybe I'd do this. Maybe I'd throw in some
purples maybe?
Maybe purples.
Ooh, I like that one. Purples.
Maybe we'd have like a couple little darks here and there, and that would be my whole palette. Like I would probably start with, you know, I'd want a range of darks and lights. That would be my palette.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
It's like it's in real life. What's up? Please, I want to know the POV of artists. No what?
The point of view of artists?
No artist will hate this question. I want to know your point of view. What do you think to make art with AI sophisticated softwares like Comfy UI, etc., or at least get inspiration from it? I'm not really particularly interested in it. I don't find it. I make art because I enjoy the process of like creating and being inspired like by the real world, and I think that a lot of the time AI is just a regurgitation of what other people have made, and I don't particularly think it's all that interesting. I'm just, I don't know, I'm not interested in it really. Like I like going out and going on a hike or going out in nature or finding animals or something to be inspired by with creation, and I think like AI is only really just a derivative of what's come before. It like takes a bunch of existing stuff from the internet and it mashes it together. And I don't think that, for me personally, it's a very interesting source of inspiration. And I'm strictly talking about like inspiration. Like I think there's all kinds of great arguments about how it's terrible in all kinds of ways. Like I totally, I don't know. It feels very dystopian.
Yeah.
It feels really, really dystopian. I'm not going to go out and protest it. I'm just going to teach art. I think we can't
necessarily change it.
Yeah. I think we need artists now more than ever. Like, look how dull and boring things are. Look at architecture. Look at gray everything. Like, we need artists. We need people who are creative and creating and making things with their hands. Because there's
artists.
There's like a battle going on between boring dullness and color and life, And so if people are quitting art because of AI,
They're losing that battle.
Yeah, it's like that's literally the worst way to handle, the battle.
Well, like that.
Bring back the good McDonald's. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's in a way similar mentality to. Okay, let me rephrase this. This problem when people are like, man, I just get so demotivated because of AI and blah blah blah. That problem has existed even before AI. Okay.
Yeah.
When people see other artists that are better than them, they get demotivated. That's the same problem. It's an ego issue. So AI, if that hurts your artist ego, or not in a bad way, but it's just more like if that makes you feel like you're not worthy, you can't even compare that, because AI and AI generated images is just different. It's not made in the same way. You can't put your value as an artist and compare that the same way with AI.
It'd be like comparing a person who goes to the gym to like a tractor or
yeah,
something.
Exactly.
Like it's just not a comparison that can be made.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're just so different.
Exactly. And so that problem has existed, so just understand that problem doesn't just appear because of AI. It's been there for a long time.
I mean, I think AI is revealing a problem that's been there for a long time as well, and it's making it more extreme. It's not like a recent thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think social media was a really big cause of that. I mean, you're exposed to like artists who are so incredibly skilled all the time. It's like this very artificial environment where, like people will feel very insecure because social media is just full of people who are incredibly attractive, and you feel very self-conscious about yourself. It's the same thing with artists. Like, you go on social media and you find the best artists in the world in 2 seconds. You'll be exposed to more amazing artists than a normal person would have been exposed to in their entire lifetime in the past.
And then guess what? What ends up happening is people worry, oh my gosh, if there's so many artists that are better than me, what will happen with my job? It's like the same problem.
It is the same thing. I think social media for artists is an incredibly dangerous thing. Just be very careful. Mm-hmm. Be very careful of how social media artificially exposes you to art and skills that has never really happened in the past.
Yeah,
the best artists are always at the top of the algorithm too, so you think everyone is a pro. Exactly.
Yeah, it's just not a natural thing. It's not a natural way to gauge yourself either. Like, most of the time people get confident and people gain confidence by being the best of their little group, and that's just like how a lot of people are. Yeah.
Can't exactly do master studies from AI. No, like there was no like decision making.
Yeah, I wouldn't, because what AI tends to be just averaging things out rather than making calculated decisions that take a lot of experience and time.
Well, and art for me is a form of self-expression. Like, I want to tell stories. I want to get better. I want to challenge myself. It's the same reason I wouldn't go to the gym with a forklift. Like, I wouldn't lift weights to lift the weights. I would lift weights to challenge myself and become a better person. And I just wouldn't play in that at all. Like,
it just does not play a point in my brain at all.
It would be counterproductive to me, my developing helicopter brain. It's just counterproductive to the development of why I do art. But I don't do art to impress people. Like, I don't do art to flex. I do art because I like expressing myself, and I like teaching other people how to draw. And so, like, I guess I could see how people who are only interested in growing or getting a bunch of likes would be tempted, like, to pretend that they drew something that they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I really think it relates to, like, the gym or runners or something like that. Like I wouldn't go to the gym and pretend I lifted a bunch of weight that I didn't. Like, I'm only just hurting myself.
Mm-hmm. Kind of cute. Of course, when y'all go live, I lose my Apple Pencil. So I always keep it in the same place, which is above my iPad.
I could make a... What do you think? Like, if I made a sketch, like, chat. So if I took, say, for example, this sketch that I made before.
Oh.
Like, this is a sketch that I did. And I just have, like, this kind of loose line work. Would you be interested in seeing how I would take, say, this sketch and turn it into an environment or, like, an artwork?
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Say, like, something like this and pull it into a complete painting?
Yeah.
Like that sort of thing? Because,
I
like,
like
this was my starting sketch. Like, this sketch right here was what I started this with. And the same thing with this with. And the same thing with this with. Because I made 3 versions of the color. Would that be... You'd be interested in that?
Do it. A lot of people are saying yes.
Yes. That would be fun.
Do you feel peer pressure could be a catalyst of overcoming artist block?
Oh, I got a text.
Ooh.
Someone cares about me. No, I'm kidding.
I care about you.
Sweaty head.
Good. I think it just depends on the peer pressure. Like, if it's bad peer pressure, like people are like haggling you or like making or like nagging you, then that's not necessarily good peer pressure. If peer pressure, do you mean like friendly competition? Like, oh man, like I'm drawing with this person and I really want to improve with them and they're motivating me. I think that's absolutely a great way to improve and develop that healthy relationship with art that helps you to continue. That's why a lot of people like make friends and then they collab with each other. We have a lot of people who collab with each other on our server, who do art trades to get together and stuff. And just do art together. I think that's really good. But peer pressure generally kind of means more of like a negative thing. At least from my experience, I've always heard of it as a negative thing, so it may not be that way for you. My peer pressure is my friends who are already good at art hyping me up beyond belief. That's great. I think that's fantastic.
I think one of the awesome things about art is that there's no shortcuts. Like, you can't shortcut your way to getting legitimately good at drawing.
Yeah.
Like, that's why when people are, that's why people come into the chat and try to rage bait and they say, like, oh, I'm better than you, or oh, XYZ is better than you. I'm just like, I love it. Like,
yeah.
You know, whoever must have put in a lot of time, many thousands of hours, and that's super respectable. Like,
it is.
You're not gonna put 6, 7, 8,000 hours, 6, 7, of practice into a petty thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot of stinking work, you know. Like, Christine and I have been drawing for a long, long time. Like, I have worked professionally for a very long time. Like, you don't get to a level like without a lot of practice, without dedicating a very large amount. And so like I'm nothing but respect for people who are at, you know, even beginners. Like, I think it's great. I love when everybody draws. It's fun. It's super cool.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing is, like, you'll notice that, like, Christina, or, like, we don't play speed draw or draw me on stream to flex. Like, we just play it for fun. Christina memes the whole time.
I do.
And so, like, the usual rage bait methods of chat of, like, random people who come in doesn't work.
It's like, you're in a completely different mentality, man. Like, just, that don't work on me.
It's fun. Hey, Dingy, how's it going? But, I mean, social media is such a double-sided sword. Like, it's so incredibly powerful for helping catapult someone into doing art professionally or for a living and inspiring others, but it's also super, super, super dangerous and volatile with, like, depression and making it seem like everybody's amazing or you're behind when you're not. It's just such a... Yeah.
If you can detach yourself, you can use social media as help. Like, if that's what you feel like genuinely helps you to improve, I don't care what you do.
You got your permit to drive. Nice.
Awesome,
that's
Dingy.
Fun.
That's great. If that is like what actually does motivate you and you can like healthily detach from those expectations and all that stuff, do whatever you want. We're just saying that from experience, it can, and you know, not only that, but like with artists tend to be a bit more they pour a lot of art, they pour a lot of themselves into their artwork, and they pour a lot of identity into their artwork. So when they see someone on social media who is way better or whatever, they tend to get discouraged, and that is just because of like that unhealthy mindset, right? So it's more prevalent. It can be a higher risk, but if you understand that and you can detach yourself from it, you're like, man, I just really like seeing artists work and who are better than me, and it motivates me. Great. I use Instagram for that. Like when I see people on Instagram who are like way better than me, I get motivated. I'm like, man, how do they do that? That's so cool. But if I'm in an unhealthy mindset where I'm like, oh my gosh, everyone's so much better than me, I'm such a failure, I can't do this on my own, this is gonna take so long, then that's an unhealthy mindset. I would just get rid of it. I would get rid of it. But like also, it's hard to draw. It's like if you tend to be more at risk of feeling that low self-esteem, art is one of those things where you just cannot. It's just so easy to get discouraged with. So just also understand that. I need to draw. I want to draw like a person in here, but I need to actually like draw.
Well, we should probably wrap up relatively soon.
Yeah, I think
We've
so.
been going
We can just
for over 3 hours. We gotta wake up early.
Oh crap, we do. We have to have dinner.
Yeah, yes, the really long stream is still on for Friday. We're gonna be going all day. We're gonna be going probably from like 11 a.m. to like 10 or 11 p.m. Wait, yeah. It's gonna be like a 10, 11, 12-hour stream. I'm not sure. It's gonna be on Friday. We'll be live the whole day. So if you guys are interested in that sort of thing, it'll be really fun. There's a secret admirer event that was happening. Over 100 people joined it. We're going to be going over that art. Super fun. And if you are doing secret admirer, remember, submissions open tomorrow at like, I don't know, 10 a.m. Pacific.
Yep.
And they'll be open until basically the stream or the challenge or whatever when we basically start the show, if you're interested in that.
There's Mickey in the Northern Lights.
That's fun.
I not finished it yet, but anyways. Yes, we did have a video on legs on TikTok.
What up about Challenger? Huh? That made no sense, right? Like, usually I read it wrong, but that made no sense, right? What up about Challenger?
I think they meant challenges. What up about challenges? But there was a typo.
It's like a constant battle between my brain reading things in a weird way and Fox's horrible typing. It's like a never-ending thing. I don't know.
Oh, sure. Awesome. I can do that. Crafty. How do you think of new OC ideas? Do you just draw and see or brainstorm it before drawing? Either or. Sometimes I'll just draw a character and be like, oh, that's kind of cool. I'll just turn it into an OC. Actually.
Doing the time helps you get the experience and the ability to perceive the patterns that you like to project your own fingers. Many times sort of holding people back. Yeah, just enjoying the journey.
I saw a character, like a person that looked like a nun, but I was like, oh, what if I did a character that had a nun vibe, but like did not wear any nun outfits, but the color palette and the shape language was like a nun. Yeah, and I just created this character. I don't know who this person's gonna be, but she's cool and I like her.
Literally broke down in the first week because I couldn't draw a cat. Tears and all. I know, like 100% know what you mean. Like I've gone Miki rage mode because of art. Yeah. Not very much lately, but yeah, like oh my gosh, dude, the skill ceiling is so incredibly high, and I don't think it's depressing at all. I think it's awesome because like you'll literally always have something to learn. Like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Ray's younger sister. It's kind of cute. I'll think about it. Yeah, I do that, Shoto. I calm myself down by drawing.
Sometimes
I just don't feel like drawing and I'm like, oh, whatever.
Now what's going on? Anything happening on TikTok space?
Know.
Yeah, I mean that's about it. We'll have to talk more about color theory in the future.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Anime Art School is on sale. If you enjoyed this stream and you got a lot out of it, we teach literally all of this stuff in way more depth and 100,000 times more in our school. Using the code LOVE, you can get 20% off, and you also get a watercolor of your character if you get it. Make sure if you get it, you DM us. Let us know you want it. We will get a watercolor of your character made live on stream.
Yeah.
Ship it out to you as just a free bonus with getting the school. And you can also learn a bunch of stuff too, because Anime Art School is huge. There's a ton, and there's a lot of good classes. You can check it out there.
It is an art college, basically, but better. Because we try to learn from the best. How to join? You go to our website, drawanime.com. You type this in your browser, and then it'll be the yellow button.
Yeah. Don't Google that. It's literally the link. Drawanime.com.
It's a link, not a Google search.
Please type that. Please type that in your URL bar. We spent a lot of money on getting that domain name. It is as short and easy to type in as possible for your convenience.
You can also find this in our bio on our TikTok.
Yeah, you have no idea how expensive short domain names are, dude. Some domain names sell for millions of dollars. That one, definitely not that much. Can I join the event if I'm in high school? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
It's self-paced. You can go through it whenever you want. You get it forever.
I think high school is the best time to do it.
Honestly, dude, I wish I had something like that in high school so bad. It's so cool.
Do existing students get a watercolor? No.
No. It's a temporary promotion that's going on right now.
How should I ask my teacher for an extension on this assignment? I don't know. I don't think I can help you with that.
Yeah, it's like a promotion that we do. We sometimes will run a promotion where people will get a watercolor. We haven't in a really long time. We used to do it relatively often. We hadn't in a really long time. We're going to go live tomorrow. Is it Thursday? Maybe.
Is Thursday.
I'm not sure.
We'll see.
Lots of neuroplasticity at that age. Great for learning. Yes. Mark Burnett made a video on learning as someone who's older is an advantage too. I totally agree.
I agree too.
Major advantages to learning at any age. When you're younger, a lot of the time you have more time, higher neuroplasticity, you can learn things faster, you have more energy. When you're older, you have more life experience, you take things more, you have more reasonable expectations about progress, you can relate to more things in your life, you can bring in skills from other industries. There's major advantages to learning art at any age, in my opinion, and there's a lot to back that up as well. Are they ending the stream? Just came on?
Yep.
Yes. However, you can rewind the stream. A lot of good stuff we talked about today.
Yes.
So thank you, everybody. Boop. Boop. Sounds.
What time do the Sacred Myers supposed to open? 10 a.m. PST. Today?
10 a.m. PST.
10 a.m. PST. 10 a.m. PST.
Tomorrow morning.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Juicy Drip Drops. Good to see you. Bye-bye, everybody. If you're on TikTok and you want to watch the live stream, you can go over to our YouTube. We just streamed for 3 hours and 17 minutes. Talked a lot about color theory, fun stuff.
Fun stuff.
Bye-bye, everybody. See ya. See you maybe tomorrow. Definitely Friday.
Yep.
Super long stream. So bye-bye. And bye-bye, YouTube.
Bye.
All right, YouTube, you can see Applejack really quick.
Yeah.
It's just a gray lump, though. Sorry.